That's right. I'm wearing the merch of a lesser show right now. Of course, the great Bacon Bitch, the great and powerful birthday boy. And just because it was his birthday today, I drank. I've got to be honest with you. I had a few earlier when I was out with my old school friends, and we had a gay old time. Uh, but speaking of t-shirts, we get a plug. The best merch store in the business right now. And other stuff we've got to talk about is the excellent little Lemmy. Lemmy, how you doing today? And where can I get your shirt?
I'm doing excellent. I just finished making dinner, and you can get this kick-ass shirt. You too can have a blast, bitch. If you click the link in the chat right there, and you can get all sorts of really cool shit, like cups. Get you a coffee cup. Everybody drinks coffee. Come on.
Can we confirm, Lemmy, that there's a new what should we say? A new super chat reaction? To the-
Oh, yeah, yep.
okay, so if anyone's generating us to donate fives, we've got a new way. It's not going to be a thanks for the dough. So there's thanks for the dough. There's a new thanks for the five, and then there's larges. So Lemmy can't wait, and neither can I wait to see her reaction. But Lemmy, I mentioned earlier, of course, that I was drinking today. But the next time I will be drinking is this Friday, Lemmy, because we are back with the return of the unsober streams. Lemmy, why don't you plug away and let us all know how brilliant these things are?
These are great because I don't want to say it's no dabbleverse, but it's very little. We try to find some more funnier shit to do, and we're not sober. So come be not sober. And if you're a member and you got a good camera, you can hop on with us and hang out, nerds.
Yeah, like if you were at a work party, you don't want to go to a work party and talk about work stuff. You want to talk about something else. So, and that's what these are. You can come on, have a couple of glasses, have a couple of smokes, whatever it is you kids do these days. Just come on, have a good time. It'll be a laugh. And member up. Who doesn't want to member up? There's hundreds of things back there for people, especially if you hit the like button. But Lemmy, we have got a great roundtable of guests coming on today. We've got $2 Dan will be joining us. Roachy will be here. Ava will be here at some point. But the first person that is here is and another thing, I keep getting a lot of people messaging me saying, "Can I have the people who DM me during the show?" I got to be honest with you, I don't. I turn my phone off the internet off, so I don't get any DMs until afterwards. So if you want to contact me, you have to contact Lemmy or send a super chat. I'm just saying, I'm being greedy, I'm grifting, and I'm also going to take a second to plug this. The members only stream this Friday. Member up, they're brilliant. They would change your life. Lemmy, our first guest that we're going to bring onto the stage, of course, high off the run of her greatest episode ever so far, from Penny and the Big Dork. It was started off dramatic. We thought that there was a health issue. Then we went on to realize she's maybe the toughest person in America right now. It is, of course, the excellent. It is Penny. Penny, how are you doing today?
I'm exhausted, but it's okay. I look like dog shit, but that's okay. What Stevie Lou say? Dog shit or dog shit diarrhea? Yeah, I'm looking a little bit like dog shit diarrhea today, but I don't care. And it's okay. I'm so glad that y'all have having me.
Well, to be honest, it's hard to pay any attention to what Stevie Lou says because I often feel sick due to his face. Got him. But I've also got to say that this I don't know if it's StreamYard or if it's YouTube or what StreamYard. I don't know why I said that. It's malfunctioning a lot. So unfortunately, Lemmy, there may not be as many drops as usual. This is terrible, but we're going to figure out how to get through it. But speaking of which, we've also just been joined behind the scenes by a very thirsty man. He's drinking water right now. He put the water away, so he's calling me a liar. Just scratched his nose. He wears a hat, and he scratches his nose again. It is, of course, you know what he's like with his nose scratching, Lemmy. I'm being funny already. Lemmy's cracking up. This is hilarious. I clip this, Doom. This is the shit you need to clip. Nose scratch material. Hit the like button. It is, of course, the excellent $2 Dan. Dan, how you doing today?
Oh, you're muted.
Muted.
Blame the mustache.
Yeah.
It's a grand mustache.
How about you scratch that mic instead of your nose? Great stuff. So, Penny, I guess we're going to start with you. Obviously, last night, the epic rant. But just to confirm, there was no health issues. That was just a bad mic connection.
Yeah, something the kids had been up here, and I guess we're messing with the roadcaster and pulled some of the plugs out. There were 2 out in the back, and I don't know what Darren did up here today, but he fixed it while I was at work today, so it's doing a lot better. I was just getting ready to text him because I can't hear, but it's probably because my headphone was falling out. Sorry. Oof.
So, the first question I've got to ask, because I genuinely, the weird thing about the Dabbleverse is that I'm in it and I'm always talking about it, yet I truly don't know what's going on until after the stories break. So, obviously, when I was in Vegas, you and Haley and Darren seemed to all get along pretty well. But what was the source of the fallout?
Okay, so I don't know that you know this or not, but when we were at Hackamania, hey Dan, how are you?
Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. That's a great
All
Verizon commercial.
right. All right.
When we were at Hackamania, I didn't know who a lot of people were, and her show is on days that at that time I worked on those days, so I had no idea who she was. Anyway, she had like messaged Darren and like super chatted him, and that's back when he was doing all those little those puppets, muppets, whatever everybody was calling them. And she had loved those, shared them, spoke on them. I don't know the details, but anyway, that I didn't know who she was. So when she actually came close to us, and he introduced us and stuff, she looked down towards at me because it was the middle of the day and I was drinking, and that was my vacation. So, yeah. Well, anyway, so it got to be, you all know the whole Scarlett thing and the Tommy Jordan thing and all that kind of stuff, And so when we got back home, somebody said, I don't even remember how it got. Somebody asked about Hackmania or whatever, and we just basically said, filter much, 2 words, 2 words. Dan, how long was her show that she did talking about me?
Was it 5 hours plus or minus?
5 hours. And in that 5 hours, she proceeded to say, probably an hour and a half of coverage was what I said when I sat down with Scarlett, which was a 60-second, if anything, was a 60-second face-to-face talk. Okay. And if you listen to that video again, thank you. That's good. Can one of you talk a second?
Yeah, I was going to say that the great thing about Haley's show is it's so long that I'll be able to watch it on my
Thank
next
you.
flight to Vegas.
Yeah, right. Okay. So anyway, that's perfect, Worms. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, she did this 5-hour long thing, and like an hour and a half, 2 hours of that was just focused on what I said to Scarlett in that 60-second interaction I had with her. If you watch that video, you can hear everything that I say. Hi, you might not know me, but my name's Penny, and we have a little show. It's called Penny and the Big Dork. That's what I said. But she proceeded to say that I told her that she needed to come with me, and I needed to make sure that she was free and away from this, and blah blah this, and I mean just all kinds of crazy shit, of things that I said to her, and and her cronies. I mean, they came after me, and they came after me big time, yeah. Called me everything but a white woman. It was terrible. It was terrible. I don't think I've ever been treated that poorly in my entire life.
They
All because
used
she lied.
they used the W word on you.
What do you mean?
Right?
Oh, smart ass.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
I was dog shit. I was vermin. I mean, everything. Oh yeah. I was ugly. My husband didn't want me. My husband was after Haley. And I mean, it was terrible. It was terrible. You know? Never in my life have I ever been treated to, or talked to like that. Well, except for my ex-husband, and that's why I'm the bitch that I am today. Anyway, so I got over it, and and like I said, I still couldn't watch any of her shows. Oh, and that was the other thing. We were running out one day to run down to Walgreens because Darren's an adult and he packs his own suitcase. Okay. I'm not his mother. He packs his own suitcase and he didn't bring enough shirts. So we were going to run down to the Walgreens and just grab a couple of colored t-shirts, for him to wear. Because we had brought dress clothes, obviously, which was overdressing, And she's like, oh, it's okay. She said, she ran into us in the lobby. She said, oh, it's okay. She's like, you know what? I bet you're a 2XL. I got one up in my room. I'll bring it right down. And she got gone. And we ended up talking to somebody else. Hell, Husey, was probably you. And so he sent her a message and said, hey, where's the shirt? And then she bitched because he asked her a question, where's the shirt that you said you'd be right back down with? So I probably came off really bad last night because I was fired up.
Well, you almost had a stroke. So are you okay?
Swear to God, I'm fine. Swear to God, I'm fine. And I was fine last night too. But the thing that got to me was, look, if she had a heroin problem, whatever, that's terrible. But you fucking lied. You lied on me.
Wait. First off, she didn't have a heroin problem. She had a heroin dealing problem. That was her problem. Was the dealing.
So my issue was really you spent 5 to 6 hours to lie about me. Hi, Ava. How are you? You look very nice today.
Thank you. You as well.
Yeah, thank you. No,
it's looking good.
I look like dog diarrhea. It's okay. I got you. But anyway, so then she lied. She lied to all of these people who came for me at the jugular, and so that it is what it is. If I'm sorry, but if you don't want your personal life out there, don't put your personal life out there. Okay. And it came out and I feel bad for that. It came out, now I think to myself, maybe filter much. Maybe that's why she filtered it. She didn't want anybody to put 2 and 2 together. I don't have any idea. I don't know. And at this point, I don't fucking care. I'm over it. But you and your little cronies aren't going to continue to come after me because I have had it. I'm done. Nice Penny is gone.
Can I ask you a question about that, Penny?
Absolutely, Ava. Go ahead.
Can you squeeze my grips?
If you would have seen the look on his face, I'm like, look, and I always have a crooked smile. And like, that's one of the very first things he said to me. He's like, I think that's why I love you so much, because you have that stupid crooked smile. He's always said that. So then when I did smile, I said, look, my smile is the same. He's like, no, it's straight. I'm like, well, I thought, well, fuck, maybe there is something going on with me, but I was fine. I was fine. So it is what it is. It is what it is. It doesn't matter what I do. I could, blow everybody kisses and super chat them $100,000 and they'd still find something to bitch about. And Lemmi, I'm finally listening to it. It doesn't matter. And just like I quoted you last night, ain't one motherfucker up in here telling the truth.
That's right. What's your question there, Ava, my love?
I saw your show yesterday, and what are you celebrating? Because it seems like you're upset with her because she talks shit about you, but then separately we found out that she had a drug problem and was lying about it. Why did you start yelling at everyone yesterday?
Because the problem was, Ava, did you ever just take all you can take and can't have much more?
Is that not a Scarlet Hammer?
Why you're so invested?
There are a lot of things behind the scenes that a lot of you don't know.
Okay.
Okay. There's a lot of other things behind the scenes that a lot of you don't know. And yesterday was the cream of the crop, and I just could not take anymore. Okay. And I'm also going to say, am I proud of that moment? Absolutely not. Would I do it again? Absolutely. But I'm not proud of it.
But why were you? I don't understand why you were so invested in it. Like, I mean, that was insane yesterday.
Yes. I don't have a thick skin like you. I don't have a thick skin like a lot of you, So, people make nasty jokes to you and about surgery options and this and that and the other thing. And you just come right back at them. You know what I'm saying? You come right back at them and you don't let that bother you. Okay.
Okay, so for
I
you,
knew-
kind of you internalized the criticism and you didn't fight back.
Yeah.
So it was kind of a release. Okay, thank you.
Absolutely.
But Dan, I gotta ask about you because I did not know of any previous issue between you and Haley at all.
It was when we
But-
came back from Vegas. It was when we came back from Vegas. Oh yeah, it was. She did a 5-6 hour show on it. It was terrible.
Yeah, yeah, but with Dan, I didn't know that there was a problem until a couple of days ago. You did a morning stream, and especially on Twitter, or otherwise known as X. You have been, I would say, one of the more louder critics of Haley. When did has there been an issue between you and her before this, or have you suddenly become a snowflake who hates heroin dealers for some reason? Snowflake.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. I feel like I've set the tone of I am a trendsetter, right? I am someone that is not in any gang or any group. I'm not in group chats where I talk about, hey, how are we going to attack the Dabbleverse this week? Or who do we have to get along with? Who's in our group? I want to start off by just saying, before I answer that question, I got to give a lot of credit to Shmuel Buckman. I give a lot of shit to Shmuel Buckman. As all we all know, Shmuel Buckman did a stream last night. I don't know if anyone saw it, a Mea Culpa stream, a 30-minute stream.
Yep.
It looked like he was under duress, but
Yes, very much so.
Throw that
was-
out the door.
What?
But he thought it was so important that he had to get ahead of this and distance himself from his friend, he calls her Haley. He said he was disappointed. He said he had a call with her. They talked through things, and he's still determining if they're still friends. So,
Are you trolling right now?
I am not trolling. Did you see? Did you see what I saw?
I did. It was like a narcissistic embarrassment. It was like the Baba Booey tape. It's like, dude, you don't need to do this. Like, why are you like? What the fuck was that? That was
But he did
embarrassing
it,
for
though.
him.
But everything I just said is true, though. He did everything I just said.
That's such a weird thing for him to suddenly be self-reflective about, like to debut that. Like it was so
It was the
odd.
one
Like,
time that he has actually admitted that he was wrong.
That's fair.
that I can remember, right? Can
But
you
that
think
makes
of
him
another
look
time,
bad.
Ava?
But that makes him look bad that that's the first time he admitted he's wrong, because all he did was just kind of wait to hear more for a day on his show before he commented on it, because it was his friend, and then he did. And yeah, to warrant
He
that
left
like
a family
embarrassing
party. He said his family, his own family, not even his in-laws, his family
Yeah.
was in the house. They had been at the beach all day. He had been putting up a fence, he said. He had spent any time with his family all day.
Right.
He felt it was so important that he had to get on a stream at, I think it was 6:30 or 7 p.m. last night, and basically give a mea culpa and distance himself from Haley. That's how toxic Haley is. And I just want to give myself credit. I was ahead of the game, because most everybody was quick to come to her defense. Oh, it's no big deal. It was 16 years ago. Oh, who cares? Who cares? I called out Steel Toe did too. We'll give Steel Toe a little credit.
Yep.
I called out all the inconsistencies. And you know what happened? Within 12 hours, every one of these guys that was, other than Pat Dixon, because Pat Dixon is going to double down. He's going to go to the end of the world with Haley.
No, did you hear him last
Guy
night?
did a stream and he started walking it back. His sweeping. Buckman is walking it back. I guarantee you tomorrow, I would, unless he's stupid, Quad will probably do that as well, and Spurg Snake. Because you know what they do? Here's what they do. These guys all talk in their little Discord channels and their group chats, and they determine what who is in and who is out, who is in and this is the get along gang. We talked about the get along gang. Who is in the group and who isn't? You have to really fuck up bad to get expunged from the cool kids table, from the group. And right now, Haley is Melton is walking it back. Moody is walking it back. Everybody's walking it back, because she is the most sanctimonious hypocrite that I think has ever come across this whole niche of the industry that we've been in.
And
But
that's all
Dan,
it is, Ava. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt
Go-
you, but it's not just what she said to me and for me to get angry back, but look how many times she has read what the Racadas have done, what all of these people have done, and she's reading their rap sheet and this, that, and the other, and acting like she's holier than thou. And that's what the whole problem was. And I don't think Shmuel would have had the reaction that he did when he came on that show last night if he would not have listened to me screaming, saying, if this would have been me, Kim Nicholson, if it would have been DJ Electra, if it had been Scarlett, oh my gosh, they'd have burnt me at the fucking stake. They'd
Can we
have
just-
burned me at the stake.
Can we just deal with the schmoll part of it first?
Yes.
And Dan, you've got your finger on the pulse of this fucking cocksucker. Like, do you think he would have? First of all, that whole thing, it sounded like he was just mad at her for making him look bad. He wasn't saying what you just said. Like, you have a point of view about her. He didn't say any of that. He was just stumbling like an idiot. But do you think he would have done that if Carl and all those people wouldn't have done it first and given him a permission structure? Why are we acting like he was brave? That was an embarrassment yesterday. And he wanted to come back again that night. I guarantee you, Cookie was like, I'm not going to take care of your parents right now. Just shut up. This is stupid. Does that make sense?
Yes, absolutely. As much as I would like to take credit for this, as much as I would love to give Penny credit, because she did very similar, she had very similar thoughts as me, as much as I'd love to give myself credit for making Shmuel do this, it really was Carl. It really was Melton to some extent, and Moody even. That they're a little bit like, oh, this doesn't look good. This isn't so good. They opened the door for Buckman, because Buckman is going to follow wherever the tide goes. He's not going to follow what I do.
Right.
He's going to follow what they do.
I
They're the clout.
And he always throws these broads under the bus. He did it with DJ Electra. As soon as like people are making fun of him, like Carl, then he has no conviction about anything. I will not let you give him credit, Dan. That's all. Sorry.
I actually did hear of Buckman when Lady K sends him a DM. Would you like to see it?
Yeah.
Yes. He's a monster.
Yeah, dirty old man. Hit the like button for saggy old ball bags. But the question I'm going to ask, I'm going to start with the Dan on this one, because I think we get a good passionate response. I think it was last Tuesday that I wouldn't say I annoyed her, but I get a strong reaction from Kiki when I referred to it as a non-story. And what I meant to say about the Haley stuff as the non-story is that for me, I genuinely don't give a shit whether it's all the claims are true or false. I don't really care, because to me, like, if you like abuse a kid or you are somebody, that's unforgivable. But for something like selling a little bit of stuff or a lot of stuff, it's like, okay, well, as long as you stop doing it and you don't continue to do it, then that's a forgivable crime. But when you hear a gorgeous person like me with a huge penis say that I don't give a shit about because anytime I've spoke to Haley over the years, it's always been good, even though she's a dumb Nirvana fan.
Shut up.
Yeah, they all stink. But with that, Dan, when you hear people say like me that I don't care about the controversy, what's your reaction to that, Pretty Eyes?
Well, first off, the question I would ask you, Hoosie, is how much of her 7-hour cope stream did you watch?
I can happily confirm that I have not watched a Haley show for more than 40 seconds in at least a year.
Okay, so there's your answer. For any of us that watched more than about 5 minutes of the Haley, and I call it the Griftathon, the cope stream, whatever you want to call it, it was the stream that we were all waiting for. The stream that she made $1,000 off of, that she had 1,700 people watching. I don't know how many of those were bots, but she had probably her largest audience that I can remember. And I don't really watch her regularly. And she, instead of, and she had 2 days to figure out what she wanted to say. She talked to Moody apparently for 3 hours on the phone. And Pretty Antisocial is having crisis meetings.
Do you mind if I take a break to go for a piss?
She's having PR meetings to determine how she's going to attack this. By the way, Lemmy, how do you think? What do you think of this? Are we
I think it's
cool? Are we cool?
perfect. How long did you spend on that? Actually, it's like so precise.
Thank you. I did it for you. I did it for you
All right,
because I know you love
Love
the
it.
facial hair. So I
Look,
just,
Dan, look, can we do a whole goatee because the mustache reminds me of a 70s porn star. I'm sorry, but it
Yeah.
does.
Dan
No,
looks
keep the
like
grow it out
mustache.
next time.
Dan looks like if Burt Reynolds became a streamer.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly. But sorry, derail things. So for those that did watch that, we were waiting. We wanted to all give Haley the benefit of the doubt. I really did. I wanted her to come out and say, and I even, if you watched my little silly show that I did yesterday, I said what she should have done was she should have turned on the camera and said, listen, some things have come out this week about my past. It's a long time ago. I made a lot of mistakes. I'm not the same person I am that I was 15 years ago. The things that you're hearing, some of it is true. Like these legal documents, they're real. The stuff on Kiwi Farms. Instead of saying, "Oh, it's Kiwi Farms," it doesn't matter. It's real, honey. Just fess up. You're busted. Don't keep doubling down. Don't fight it. Just come out and say, "Hey, I made some mistakes. Here's how I've changed. Here's what I learned. This is why the Haley today is not the Haley of 15 years ago. I was a very different person. I made a lot of mistakes, but I learned a lot, and this is where But what she did was she spent 3 hours blaming everyone but herself. My trauma. If you have a problem, you're making fun of my trauma. It's like, no, sweetie, you sold heroin 4 times and you got busted. And it's all there for the world to see. Own the fuck up to it. And she eventually later on in the show started to peel back the onion a little bit. But she spent 3 hours blaming steel toe, blaming this, that, and the other thing, making all the excuses in the world. And you know what people do? You know the kind of people that do that? Those are people that are addicts that never got over the addiction, that they just transferred their addiction over to something else. They lie, they finesse people, and she lied directly to her fans. She's got all these hundreds of fans that give her all this money every week that have created this career for her. And she didn't have the wherewithal, the common sense to just fucking admit to it. People want to give you a redemption story. People want to have sympathy for you. People want to turn the page. We wouldn't probably be talking about it right now. She could have either done that or she could have just shut up for a couple of weeks and it probably would have blown over. But instead, because Haley, because she's holier than thou, because she's sanctimonious. And she can criticize you. She can pull up your legal documents, but when it comes back on her, she's very thin-skinned and she fights it. And then it's, steel toe. My this, my that. Such bullshit. She came off as a phony. She looks really bad. And I don't know how she gets over this. This is a really low moment for her. And really, I don't know how she gets out of it.
Well, that's another question. And we'll start with Ava on this one. I will one day get your name right eventually. That's the goal for 2028. But the side
27.
I can't take that amount of pressure. Oasis is back next year, But Ava, so when it comes to this issue with Haley, the side taking I've noticed has been out of any drama in the dab, bro. This one has been the most intense side taking where people are like, she's a fucking scumbag. They should kick her off YouTube, all this stuff. And then you get people like me, the not just handsome people. I mean, people saying that, it's time to just get over it and ignore it. What's your take on how intense of the side taking this has become?
That to me is the interesting part of it. I'm kind of with you. I've just started kind of watching her show here and there right before this happened. And it doesn't seem like that big of a deal to me, but the way that people are reacting is fascinating. I didn't even realize people cared that much. I don't think this discredits any critiques she makes about other people. I mean, it makes her a hypocrite, and I don't know if she's going to be able to kind of do the show that she was doing, especially after she made that video. But I don't know, but there's something about her that really, really triggered a lot of people I didn't even know cared about her.
If people have reacted to this breaking scandal more than the ESO stuff.
For sure.
And it's
Which is crazy.
yeah, in my opinion, the ESO stuff is worse. That's right. I'm a snowflake. I'm anti-pedo. Ish.
When you
But-
were here for that, did people actually react in a more tame way than Penny yesterday?
Well, the thing is, from what I remember of that, I think it was Shuley himself who broke the story.
Mhm.
So it wasn't like that scandal leaked out. It was Shuley himself went online and said, "Listen, I'm just going to flat out tell you what happened." And he started
Mhm.
going, "Hey, buddy,
Mhm.
my friend's a pedophile." Anyway,
And then it
Lemmi
became
that.
and then everyone parsed that and said he knew. Do you really think that if she would have said what you said, Dan, that you and Penny would have just been like, "Oh, okay, that's fine"? I don't. It seems like everyone is so angry with her that no matter, there's no good way to do it.
People would
I
have
would've
bust.
had a
I mean,
totally
you can't
different
walk it
reaction.
back. I mean, you dealt heroin. I mean, people are going to bust your balls. You're going to be heroin
Fair
Haley
enough.
for as long as you want to be part of this community. There's no getting around it. But you wouldn't have disenfranchised the Shmuel Buckmans of the world and the Aussie guys and the Meltons. Now she's scrambling like who are still on my side? Who are still my allies? Because
Yeah.
they stuck up for her thinking that what she initially said was, oh, it was pills and Tielto's lying and all this. She couldn't even be honest with her supposed allies and friends. That's
No, she
the
made a-
problem that she has. Not the Dan Nice Podcast Stupids of the world. It's the Meltons and the Shmuels. When you lose
In the
Shmuel
Buckman
Buckman,
dimension.
you lose the war. I mean, like, he's gonna go. He is as get along as anybody. So if you lose Shmuel Buckman, you know you are slipping.
Well, we've got a lot of super chats to catch up on. To announce it, we have this lovely piece of art.
Do you like eating pussy?
The eyeballs at the end.
Can we
Uh,
get Glenn on tonight? Is there any chance we can get Glenn on? Did we send Glenn the link?
or
I
something.
don't have his contacts, but I think Husey does. But yeah.
Lemmi, remember the new announcement?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we're going to start off with.
Thanks for the 5. Jimmy the drunk. Thanks for the 2.
There you go. So we discovered the other day, Ava, that there's certain people. I don't know how to describe them. Certain special people who, when they speak, they talk like they have hot food in the mouth.
Mhm.
So they were like, "Oh, thanks for the 5." So that we now refer to those people as hot mouths. So
Okay.
so we've got bananas, we've got turds, and we've got hot mouths. So we'll never get flagged for anything, right?
Who are
Lemmi?
some people that
Right.
some people that talk like that?
Well, do you remember there was a Nintendo DS?
No.
Well, those people have DS, but it doesn't stand for whatever Nintendo DS stood for. Anyway, Lemmi, if you can hold back the laughter, Lemmi, for 2 seconds.
Mikey 2 Milks. Thanks for the 2. I should just say it like Stuttering John. I'm still saying it like a retard. I'm here to do the I'm here to do the one thing. Thanks for the 2.
This is really starting to slow down malfunction, so we're gonna have to leave the drops for a second, Lemmi. But yeah, thanks for the toe. And another one, Jimmy, Lemmi.
Jimmy the drunk. Thanks for the 5. Lemmy damn near a 10, but thanks for the 2.
That's actually pretty witty. And he's having a brewski. Well, we'll be having brewskis this Friday, Lemmi. Just a quick plug. Become a member or gift memberships or member up or member. Just do that and we will all have a laugh this Friday. I'm really going to go for it. I'm dying for it. I need it. I've got a problem. Lemmi.
Balls deep. Thanks for the 5. Her journalism is covering people's literal shit. Oh wait, that was Hackamania. Skewala.
Yeah, that's one of the things about Hackamania. Me and Lemmi were talking about this last night after sex, but we were saying that I think that Hackamania 4 is going to be so weird because since Hackamania 3, people have not only fallen out or had arguments, but there's a lot of people that hate each other, like actual hatred. Like Hackamania 4 they need to announce there's going to be like a power slap thing or a boxing thing because there's so much tension that in the LBC. Look at me being hilarious. But all that stuff, I don't know. But speaking of hilarious, Lemmy, you always get the glasses on. We have been joined by our sixth member. He's from fucking England. He was one of our gatekeepers. It is, of course, the excellent Roachy. Roachy, how are you doing today, my love?
Yeah, not too bad. I must admit, I've watched some of this stream, and just one question I've got to ask Dan. Dan, so if Haley was lying to her audience, did you tell your audience that you were offering her an opportunity to tell her story on your live stream?
Oh,
I have a question for Roachy. How does it feel to have be the only person with a worse apartment in the Dabbleverse than Pat Dixon? How does that feel?
Well, do you know what's funny, Dan? I don't need OnlyFans lights behind me to make myself relevant. Or, better
Ooh,
still, I don't have
damn.
to tighten up my beard to try and impress Lemmy, Dan.
Have you got a job yet, Roachy? How's that go? How's the job
I feel
search
like
going?
also if you really wanted to impress me with the mustache, you'd trim it up about a half inch on each side.
Yeah. Can I roast
I thought
Pat
about
Dixon with a hilarious joke? Hey guys! In fact, we'll let Dan enjoy this joke. Hey Dan,
Yes, Husey.
do you know who Pat Dixon's favorite character from Breaking Bad is?
No, I do not. Who is it, Husey?
Wall is White.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
See?
Very good. Well done.
Got him. Lemmy.
Jimmy the Drunk, thanks for the two. In the name of Dan, thanks for the two.
There you go.
What's up, Free
Bacon Bits?
Space?
Bacon Bits, thanks for the two. Speaking of shirts, looking good, H-Man. Hi, Lemmy.
Yes. Love this shirt. Bacon bitch. Got him. Lemmy. Oh, positive.
Jimmy the Drunk, thanks for the two. Ava Army.
hello, Jimmy the Drunk.
Lemmy.
Balls Deep, thanks for the two. Haley headbutted someone with her car.
Yeah. So what was that claim in the report? So she runs someone over?
I don't know.
I
I did
She's
not
I
into
didn't get that
QAnon
part.
too, and it's a
and
lot
also-
there.
I heard somebody. This is how you know when someone's a real cunt. They were saying all this stuff that I'm genuinely trying to remember who wrote it and what chat. I don't know. We'll just blame it on Ackle. We'll say Ackle did it for the sake of the story. Or somebody wrote.
Poor
Somebody
Ackle.
wrote to go. Yeah, she's all this drug accusations and violent crime stuff, and she's got a black kid. And it's like, so what? That
cares?
doesn't fucking matter. He's
Half black.
Oh, good.
And it matters less, even.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah, but it's one of those things like so fuck. Like I loved. That being said, it's always fun to see a nice bit of racism, whether they know it or not. Lemmy,
Dame Taft Show, thanks for the one.
yes. Lemmy,
Chris Mack, thanks for the 5. Penny, Boots on the Ground, say Haley politely declined yours and your husband's threesome request at Hackamania, which was the real genesis of this beef. Your response?
Ooh,
Oh my gosh, that's so
The
funny.
new polycule.
That's all right, Chris. If that's what you want to think, go ahead and think it.
That's
we,
what I
we
choose
didn't
to
have
think.
time for
Don't
Haley
put
because
me in
we
my
were
mouth.
too busy with Husey.
Was she I heard you saying she was wearing a baby shirt and stretch pants. Is that what was she wearing?
Have you ever seen that, like a baby tee? You know, let me help me. It's a baby tee.
A what?
It's just a short.
Oh.
It's just a short sleeve. Stops at right at the belly. I call it a baby tee. Let's just throw it in there. Go ahead, say it.
Oh, you said that she found it in like the husky toddler section, something like that.
So look, I was just on a rant, and I used to remember one of my
Crop
son's
top?
friends. One of my son's friends used to wear a shirt that
Was
was
she showing
always
her midriff? Was it like,
so
like a
tight.
crop
And I
top?
used to always say, "Did you get that in the youth medium husky section?" So that's why that jumped back in my head. You know,
I've got so many timestamps of your rant last night that I brought my stream deck out of retirement and I'm going to hook it back up. I've got so many of you now.
Let me just tell you, I'm about to be 55 years old, and I don't think that I have said cunt in 55 years as many times as I did last night.
That was just like somebody in their element. You were just liberated and just letting it out. It was freedom.
A part of me does feel bad. Part of me does, but I feel much better today. There's only so much you can take for so long, and
Does this all go back to Hackamania? Is that why you have such a,
I'm sorry.
It's your emotion for Haley. It seemed like it was a little more than just, kind of sticking it to her. I felt very emotional yesterday.
The entire, I guess it really culminated on me that she did this 5-hour stream and lied like crazy about me. And all of these people of hers jumped in my chats and on my page and in my ex, calling me everything but whatever, and she's lying to everybody. And I have a problem with that. I have a big problem with that. And yes, I know, Lemmi. I know. Everybody here lies. I get it. Everybody here lies. I get that. But I'm not that person. I'm just not. What is the advantage? All right, Dan. What would be the advantage of me lying and saying that you and Mersh were going to get together and interview Haley and hang her out to dry? How would that advance me? It wouldn't. So
Okay,
that's
so
the
let me
part
just
I don't
ask
understand.
another question. So Tug Simp, it seemed like you had.
Oh my God.
What was the nexus of that?
And here's the thing: when she started all this, and when she started on her thing. Look, I watched it all. Let me fix that. I was driving, so I listened to it all. Okay, I listened to it all and did look down. Excuse me. At the screen, every once in a while to see what was going on, and and her reactions and all of that stuff. And she did say, "I'm getting there. I'm pacing myself, but I'm not going to give you my trauma for free. You're going to pay for it." Those might not have been her exact fucking words on the Bible, but what she insinuated was, "You're going to pay, and then I'm going to tell you my trauma. I ain't going to tell it to you for free." Okay. Look, the money is here. And that's the whole thing people don't get. I don't care. Make $500,000 a show. I don't care. Do whatever you want to do. Any person, not just her. I don't care. But don't come on here with your holier than thou and then turn around and sell you what you are calling your fucking trauma. Okay. It is what it is. I got some old shoes downstairs. You want to buy them? I mean, I don't get it. I had a broken down refrigerator in my garage last week. We got rid of it, but I could probably go find it with all the stinking food in, and y'all can have that too.
Yummy.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like make it make sense. Make me understand that you understand what I'm saying.
So are you saying that she monetized her trauma?
It doesn't matter. She did.
Well,
Imagine
why wouldn't she? If she's busted, and there's a good chance she might not do her show for a little bit because of this whole thing. I mean, why shouldn't she just monetize it and make as much money as she can? I mean, I understand the critique of what she said in it, but I mean, yeah.
Right. It was what she said. If she would never have said that, I wouldn't have cared. Make $50,000. I don't care. But keep your fucking mouth shut about it. Don't say, "I'm not going to give it to you for free." And Tug Simp, I'm sure, and I don't even have the chat on. Aren't you proud of me, Lemmi and Husey? I don't even have it on. But before she could ever get into the conversation, 25 minutes was all Tug Simp's. I don't know if anybody watched that first 30 minutes. Okay, there was 25 or 30. And yes, I'm stupid. Yeah, I'm stupid.
Yeah, you are, because it was Mike's shitty internet provider, not Tug Simp's.
I'm sorry?
It was Mike's shitty internet provider that she was reading super chats for.
No, it was Tug Simp.
No.
It was Tug Simp.
It was Mike's shitty internet provider. I'm
I've
sure
got
Dan
both my
has a
arms on
copy
it,
of it.
Murphy. It was Tug Simp. I watched that 8-hour fucking shit, and then even
so did I. And it was Mike's shitty internet provider that she was reading all his messages from.
My shitty internet provider
Mike's shitty internet provider.
Okay. All right. I heard a lot of tug sim. And then the guy who's been on my page for 3 fucking weeks, FKATB or whatever the fuck his name is, you know, he's the big fucking basement dwelling, you know, king of her, president of her army. He was the first ever member, and he was the first ever super chatter, and he was the first of this and the first. Where the fuck was he?
Oh, sorry. Was that a question for me? I don't know.
For whomever.
Yeah.
Lamar Kumia, do you take the dentures out when you go down on the Dork? Wouldn't you love to know?
Fucking
Ask
peck a
him.
sucker.
That is
Haley,
my
or it should be Haley. Penny, when did you know that you wanted to go all in on Haley? Like when did you think in your mind, like, I gotta get the big Dork online, and I gotta hand it to Haley.
He has always been very adamant about, and like he said on the show, you know, on that DJ Electra, fuck you, fuck everybody, whatever it all is, that picture that's in there, he said that's the Haley that he remembers. I saw her twice. I didn't pay any attention to her, and according to her, I was drunk, so I couldn't tell you what she fucking looked like. But I can tell you one thing: you can sit in your car for a 4-hour fucking stream and say that you've never put any hair color in your hair. So what? So it's blonde and then it's red? I mean, I don't know much
Why
about
do
hair
you care?
color. I don't know much about hair color. Because once again, Ava, it's a fucking lie.
Okay.
It's a lie. That's why I don't.
What, that you care?
Huh?
What, the lie is that you
You're
care?
missing the point. You're missing the point. The point being, she talked down at me for coloring my hair and then sat in her car this and said she never colored her hair. Well, her hair's blonde in the car and it's red in the studio. So which is it?
So this is just literally a bitch fight, right?
Absolutely it is. Welcome aboard, Reese Face. Welcome aboard. You new here?
Yeah, nice chair.
No, but apparently you fucking are. This is what's funny about this, right? Again, you claimed that you listened to the whole stream, but yet you couldn't remember that it wasn't Tug Sips
you can say whatever you want to say about me, okay? I paid my own fucking way to Vegas. I pay my own fucking bills. I buy my own vodka and my own margaritas. And guess what? My Evie Muck.
And what's that got to do with this conversation? And what does that got to do with this conversation right now? What does that got to do with this conversation right now? Yeah, because in actual fact, I didn't grift anything off of Echo Pineapple. I grifted it off of people like you, the pay
You grifted off me because I didn't give any motherfucker any money.
I know you were too busy giving $100 to Chad Zumach, right, Piggy?
Yeah, not me. The Dork, yes, not me.
Exactly.
And that's something that y'all have to understand too. And anything that says Penny and the Big Dork, that's not me. That's not me. That's him.
Pass the buck. Yeah.
Were you yelling like that in the morning before you even decided to do a show?
No, why? No, why? Did you think you heard me?
No, I could just imagine you walking around the house being like, "This fucking bitch lied about my hair," and then like
Nope, not
just
at all.
echoing through the house.
Not at all.
Oh, so that just once you turned the show on is when that started? Be honest.
I've been honest the entire time we've been here, and I'm going to say it now for the third time. You ever just had all you can take? It was not just from here. It was a bunch of other things, personal things, and I took all I could take, and I couldn't take anymore. And somebody had to reap the benefits.
What kind of
unfortunately,
personal
it was
things?
Haley.
What kind of personal things?
None of your business. How about that?
So can I before we go, and I'm not asking to probe on your
I
personal
understand
things
what
at
you're
all,
saying, Dan.
but you were very emotional yesterday, and it was great.
very
It was great entertainment. I think a lot of us were like Team Penny. It was awesome. It was exciting. Timestamp this and C-word that, and it was great. And but so are you saying that a lot of that motion wasn't just Haley? It was external things beyond
No, it was a
Haley?
lot. It was a lot of things. It was a lot of things. You know, it just was, and it just happened to be that was the one thing that I could drill in and attack on. You know. So now everybody listen up. Everybody listen up.
Let me just pick at that. So just like Haley uses Steel Toe to direct all of her anger and make Steel Toe the direction of everything that's pent up inside of her, maybe even her history. Now you're using Haley the same way that she uses steel toe. Then is that
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Haley had
How's it
everything
different?
coming to her and a little bit more. Absolutely not. Steel toe is a fucking Riri. That whole bunch is a Riri. Steel toe. Like that motherfucker's ever put a steel toe shoe on. Fuck off.
Lemmi.
Moon Crickets, thanks for the two. Penny, why ask Doom to clip you? Go to dog groomer for trim.
First off, I didn't ask her or it or whatever it is. I don't have any idea. I said, when you do, okay? For the simple reason that I knew she would never clip it because she's like this with Haley. So she was never gonna, it was never gonna, Doom was never gonna clip anything that I ever had to say.
That's not true. You asked for
I could
clippers.
have got on here and recited the Lord's Prayer in the best soprano voice ever, and she wouldn't have clipped it, or Doom wouldn't have clipped it. It doesn't matter. Here's the part that I don't get. Like
Tony Soprano.
like you're trying to trigger me and make me angry or make me think that what I did was wrong. What I did was not wrong. Absolutely not wrong. And I would do it 100 times over again. It's as simple
I
as
thought it was
that.
brilliant.
But you did.
Sometimes people got it coming to them.
You asked clippers multiple times on your broadcast yesterday to clip it.
Oh my gosh. And Ava, you're not Glenn. I don't know what you want from me. Clip it, clip it, clip it, clip it. You've not seen people all over the place clip everything?
Listen,
that's all of us do is watch a clip.
I don't have an
clip now, but Husey,
I don't have an agenda with this. We're just talking. I don't have an agenda. I was fascinated by that broadcast yesterday. Like, I've never seen anyone yell like that ever here. Like, ever. So that's why I'm asking.
Right. You're probably right.
You've never seen Anthony Cumia drive past the Nigerian consulate?
You've never watched the Joey C show?
Yeah, Joey's fucking...
You've never seen a Joey C show?
Even he doesn't go that continuously. Like, you were at a 10 for like 45 minutes to maybe 2 hours.
Show with me and Joey for 2 hours where he never shut the fuck up the entire time?
That was amazing.
Yeah, Joey.
But he would have ebbs and flows. You were just screaming like a banshee for 2 hours.
Once again, when you got it coming to you, you got it coming to you. And anybody who stepped in the way took a beef of that.
But I don't think that what happened to her really has that much to do with you, and it doesn't even invalidate her critiques of you. And it seems like your behavior yesterday kind of validated her critiques of you.
Ava, I don't mean to be rude, but I'm a 55-year-old woman and my parents are dead and I don't need any new ones, okay? So if you think that you're going to come on here and tell me how I need to act and how I need to talk,
I'm not telling you.
You can just forget about it because it's not going to work, okay?
I'm just telling you. I'm just having a conversation.
I'm not stuttering Dawn.
Why are you being so defensive?
And you're not going to tell me how to talk.
I'm not telling you how to anything. I'm just telling you what I thought about your show yesterday because that's what we're talking about.
Okay, exactly. And you can have your thoughts, and I can have my thoughts.
Thank you for your permission.
Yes, Dan can have his. Everybody here can have their own thoughts. But the last thing I'm going to listen to is what you have to say about what I said. If you don't like it, don't fucking watch it. I don't know what to tell you.
Well, then what do we do here? We're talking about it.
Hey, Penny. Weirdly enough, Haley could say the same thing about her to you, right?
It doesn't matter. That's the part.
Well, it does because what you just said.
I don't care what she thinks.
Yeah, it's the same thing that Haley could say to you.
I think you care a lot what she thinks.
You do because you did for attention-seeking behavior. Like Naveed just said, you numerous times said, "Clip this Doom."
Okay, I was on there yesterday. For 2 hours, right? 2 hours. 2 hours. What was our show? 2 hours? And I broke a fingernail. God damn it! But 2 hours.
I didn't turn it down so because people outside got scared that were walking by the house.
2 hours, 20 minutes, right, Dan? 20 minutes was the
2 hours.
Yeah, the 20 minutes. The health scare stream.
All right. So then I still have 3 hours for what she said about me. So pretty much I'm in the hole, right?
Sorry, I thought you were the hole.
Yeah, you're so funny, grease face. Oh, Jesus Christ, fucking mooching wannabe.
Lemmi,
Chris Mack, thanks for the two. Shmuel Buckman's mea culpa was twice as long as Shuli's ESO stream.
The thing about Bachman is, that this is very, very dramatic for him. Like, he's probably talking to customers about it at work. He's like you don't understand. I went to bat for her. And it's like, Bachman, shut the fuck up. Lemmi.
Jimmy the Drunk, thanks for the toe. Husey, you're allowed to speak.
Okay, I can say this. Did everybody member up for the members only unsober stream this Friday? Whether you drink or smoke, hopefully you do one or both. Come join us and we'll have a laugh. And there will be Peggy will be there. Penny will be there doing the fucking Sopranos impressions of shit.
Absolutely. I should practice. I should practice my Lord's Prayer and a high soprano this week.
Lemmi.
Rihanna, thanks for the toe. Garbled noises. Lemmy.
I have no idea what he's talking about, but it's vulgar and he's blocked. Lemmi.
PL, thanks for the 5. Dan, big fan. Can you please say I don't want a large farva. I want a goddamn liter of cola. Thanks in advance.
You're waiting for me to say that? No, I'm not going to say it. $5? No, I'm not going to say it.
Oh,
what does that mean?
I
Is
get
that
you some money. I don't get it either.
I don't want a large farva. I want a goddamn liter of cola. Is a quote from Super Troopers. Or
I know, yeah,
Super
because I do look like I gotta say I do look like the Super Troopers guy. So yes, I don't want a large farva. I want a damn liter of cola. All right, there you go. So there you go. Here's your $5.
There you have it.
Good.
And Ava, I
Good
want
movie,
you to
by the
know
way.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you. I'm not in any way trying to be disrespectful for you.
It's okay.
You.
No. We're just having-
No. Anytime that Penny and the Big Dork and Ava have been anywhere in a conversation, in a chat or whatever, it always ends in a negative way. And I don't want that to happen. More women need to stick together, obviously, in this, whatever you call it. You know?
You ain't a woman.
Pardon me? Pardon me?
You
just
lobbed up a
said
softball to them, Penny.
I'm
all
sorry. I
women
can't- I
need to
didn't hear what you
stick
said.
together. And no offense, but Navid here is not a woman.
See, Ava, and that's another thing, you know, and hats off to you for taking that shit, because I'd punch him in his fucking grease face. There you have it.
Do you think Ava should be allowed to play in the WNBA?
Are you a
a good
basketball player?
Me? No.
So here's a funny one. When I was in like 6th or 7th grade, I tried to play basketball, but my boobs were too big, so I couldn't. They hurt from running up and down, no matter what I did.
How big? What size were they?
38 double D at like 12 years old.
Fuck yeah.
Jesus, did Anthony Cumia
big
send
titty.
you these?
Fucking dude.
See, unfortunately, the difference between then and now is I know how to dress and I know what to purchase. Where when you're just, I swear to God, I went to bed flat chested and woke up like that. That's what it felt like.
Shmuel Buckman will be DMing you asking for photographs for sports purposes.
I said that. I said this last night, and I'll repeatedly say it. Did Shmuel make me mad at Hackamania? He absolutely did. If Shmuel needed a kidney and I was a match, I'd give it to him. I'll always have his back. Am I mad at him sometimes? Absolutely.
I wouldn't give him a kidney. What are you talking about?
Okay. Same thing with the BYB guys.
No offense, Penny. I wouldn't give you a kidney either. I mean, you're a lovely gal, but
I would
I only got 2 of
I
them.
would. That's just me. That's just me. Okay. The BYB guys, and I can't say this enough. If this was
Please don't give
anybody
Quad
else,
a kidney.
no,
He'll
if this
reject.
was
He's-
anybody
he's
else
such a
but
bad genetic
Haley,
match for
we'd have
kidney.
been
Don't
hung
give him
at the
a kidney.
fucking stake. I'm telling you. Anybody else, they'd burn them at the stake.
They would burn them at the bundle of sticks.
This is the weirdest thing, but like when I went to bed last night, that's all was on my mind was, if this was anybody else, this is what they would have done to them, and then like Joan of Arc was it like, I woke up at like 5:30 this morning and all I could see was, I remember my parents making me watch Joan of Arc and I could see her up on
Is that
that
the
hay
core-
pile and them setting fire to it.
Shmuel Buckman probably
Who
went to
does
school with her.
Is that the core of it, really, when it comes down to it? It's just like, if this were me, everyone would be giving me all kinds of shit, including you. Is that like what makes you so mad about it?
You're absolutely right, Ava. And if that's wrong for me, if that's wrong for me feeling that way, then I'm wrong and I don't want to be right. But I'm not lying.
I'm
Arthur,
just
isn't
I'm
that narcissistic?
Go ahead. Yes.
Isn't that narcissistic behavior? Yeah. It's weird, isn't it?
Narcissistic, I'm a lot of things. And no, my ex-husband is narcissistic. Okay. I would
Can I
never.
just interrupt real quick?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Tug Simp in the chat says you crashed out drunk yesterday.
Oh my God.
No.
Because Tug Simp was here.
I know we're not supposed to read the free chat, but
because Tug Simp was here. And Tug Simp saw everything that I did. And guess what? When the show was over, we went downstairs and we watched probably, I don't know, 2 to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other things. I watched Shmuel last night. I watched Pat Dixon last night. But oh my God, I was drunk. Here's the thing that I don't understand about you people. Okay. Do I have a drinking problem? Probably. Do I work 40 plus hours a week sober? Absolutely. Do I come home and drink in the privacy of my own home? Absolutely. Guess what? That's not illegal. That won't land me in jail as long as I'm in the privacy of my own home. Okay.
Penny, I got to ask, what do you mean by you people?
Anybody. If you see me put this straw to my mouth and automatically you assume I'm drunk. Fuck off with that. I'm 55 fucking years old. My parents.
I think that's what's so confounding about this is that you're 50.
I don't need parents out of any of you. So fuck off.
That's what's so weird about it is that you're 55 years old and you let like something like this bother you that much. You would think that at that point in your life you would kind of be able to like, not let this get to you.
Penny, is there any booze in that Penny cooler with us right now?
Never, ever in my life.
Is that are you drinking booze right now?
I'm still talking to Ava. Let me finish, please. I'm sorry, Dan.
Right.
Never, ever in my entire life, except for my ex-husband. And I think that might be why it bothered me so much, because I've been away from that so long and have had the happy bubble that I live in. And it came back. And it's a part that I have shut out of my life from a long time ago. If that makes sense. So
Haley became kind of like a projection of your ex-husband that you were resenting.
Yes.
Was your ex-husband a leader of a Mexican cartel by any chance?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
All right, because that's the alleged. That's what's alleged of Haley, right?
Okay, but I don't know. I don't know. And I don't know. Somebody want to quote this? I don't know. That's what y'all want to say. Oh, she didn't know anything. She didn't know anything. So quote me. I don't know. I don't know.
Penny, I hope you don't mind me asking you this. Are you currently going through the change?
I don't know. Okay, I don't know.
All right,
I don't know. So fuck off.
There you go. No, long time ago, about 10 years ago.
I can't believe.
What was the worst part? The hot flashes? Were those? How were those?
Well, mood swings, right?
I still take a medication at nighttime to keep me from having hot flashes, but. And the weirdest part is, I have a thyroid issue also. So I have to take the thyroid medicine all the time. So like all of my entire life, my entire life, I've always been cold. I could sit on a 95-degree beach with
Haley was saying that you're lying about. Haley said that you lie about the thyroid thing.
Pardon me?
Haley was saying that you're lying about the thyroid condition.
Would you like to see the medication I take every day?
No. Did you cry? Did you cry at the end of the night, like just out of the catharsis of having gotten it out? Was there any point where you just kind of cried, even if it was out of just joy?
If I'm gonna cry, somebody's gonna need chopper. Okay, remember that. Okay.
And you get your cortisol levels measured?
It's so funny that she would question my thyroid issues.
I made that up. I was just messing with
when I question her kratom usage. Okay, so see the difference is I go to the doctor and I have blood work done every 90 days. And it tells me what my thyroid is doing. See, years and years and years ago, I had to take what's called a radioactive iodine pill to kill my thyroid instead of having it cut out of my body. Yeah. So I took this pill and it killed my thyroid. So it sits there, but it doesn't do anything. So I have to take Synthroid to make it work. Does that make sense?
It does.
Tug Simp,
they do your cortisol levels?
I'm sorry?
Do they do your cortisol levels too? Or
no. But you know what? I don't need my cortisol levels checked because I'm just fine. You're stable I would say for having one meltdown, I've had one meltdown. That's probably the best meltdown I've had since Darren and I've been together in 13, 14 years. I think my record's pretty good.
That's what's so weird about it then, if that's true, because why would that be the thing that you melt down that much? Why is that what Shmuel Buckman finally apologizes about? Like, what is going on with this Haley thing with you two? Of all things to just have that level of meltdown. You're saying that's the only time in the last 15 years that you've just went like crazy like that?
Yes.
It's funny that Ava asked that because that's sort of the
I wish I could.
Listen, that's
I
not even
wish
as
I could make
directed at you. It's more.
understand.
That's not as pointed as you as it may have felt. It's me just being fascinated by like Haley having this effect on people, where you get your first Shmuel Buckman admitting he's wrong apology, and then you're saying it's the first meltdown you've had in 15 years. It's like
Well,
that's
I've
kind
actually got that listed as a question coming up, but we'll get through these chats here
Yeah,
first,
sorry about that,
and
man.
it'll be a banger.
Sorry.
Lemmy,
Rihanna, excuse me.
that's disgusting, Lemmy.
I know, my bad. Rihanna, thanks for the 2. Yuzi, who would win in a match, Dan or Big Boss Man?
I'd have to say that the Big Boss Man would win. No offense, Dan. He was 6'6" and almost weighed 400 pounds. I don't think you could take him.
No, I couldn't. He's a
Who's
big
the
dude.
big boss man?
One of the goats from the 80s, WWF legend.
No.
Lemmy?
The Kinky Loco, thanks for the 2. Right is right, and Dan is 100% right.
There you have it.
There you go. Thank you.
He's got the mustache to prove it. Jimmy the Drunk, thanks for the 5. Besides Stuttering John, the only watchable Dabbleverse streams are Husey and BYB. Thanks for the 2.
Nice.
Well, thank you, Jimothy. Lemmy, you're going to laugh your head off at this next one because I've got a great joke coming. So everybody strap in for laughter. Just like only I can deliver.
Jimmy the Drunk, thanks for the 2. Heroin gets a bad rap.
And so does the Aussie guy when he does Toe Don't Like Us.
Priestess,
stuff.
I do have to give you credit for that because I hadn't heard that. And I was pulling in to get gas on my way home from work and I almost hit the fucking pumps. I was laughing so hard that tears are rolling.
I wish you did hit the pumps.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I
Guess
wish
what?
you were
Guess
called the
what?
pumps.
I have a car and I have car insurance and it would have paid for it out of my pocket. And if that would have happened to you, what would have happened? You'd have to call somebody else. Oh, no, the government would have paid for it.
How much did it cost you to fill up that tank?
$48, I think.
Lemmy?
Matt Wilson, thanks for the 169. Charlie McDennis, thanks for the 2. Dan, how much to show us those beautiful blue eyes?
Since we're doing a lot of pro wrestling talk today, there's a famous wrestler from the 80s and 90s, the $1 Million Man, who had a very famous phrase, every man's got a price. And that price is a lot more than $2, my friend.
Is that
So,
Ted DiBiase?
Yeah. Yes,
Oh,
Ted
yes.
DiBiase.
Do you know
Very
how embarrassed
good.
I am that I know that?
Did you ever lay with Ted DiBiase? How do you know
No,
him?
but look, my
She was 12
my
at the time.
parents used to watch that. I can remember we had cable where they put that little box on the back of your TV and you had HBO or you had TBS. And TBS played all the Atlanta Braves, which my parents were crazy over. And then they also played all the wrestling. So yeah, I know all that shit. I know Sting and Andre the Giant and hey yo, Scott, what's his name?
Scott Hall?
Yes.
Hey, yo. Very good.
Yes. And I'm embarrassed that I know that.
This is a new get along gang right here.
I know.
Yeah,
right?
this is great.
Well,
Lemmy?
Hey, let's
good-
start a new chat about wrestling from the 80s.
Lemmy?
Galactic Wrestling Federation, thanks for the 10 Lodge. Watch this Friday where I'll send a large and challenge Husey to cut a promo on the Z-Man's Drunk Dial Hotline. # be dialing.
It could happen. You never know what'll go down on these on these unsober streams. We're crazy people. Lemmy.
Oracle, thanks for the 2. We are schmuling on.
Oracle's a great Twitter follow. He's been calling out a lot of people.
Oracle's
this week.
about to. I think Oracle's going to drop a show very soon. Oracle's
Somebody
a
said
very
that,
talented
yeah.
individual. There's rumors.
I'm
Never
excited.
produced for him.
Lemmy.
Jimmy the Drunk, thanks for the 2. Thanks for the tube. Glenda, not Glenn, thanks for the 5. This used sock either is a liar. Haley was saying that directly to the trolls like Dan and Permaseal in the chat, not her fans.
Saying what?
I'll answer
I do know what
questions
this
as long
means.
as you pay for it. Something along those lines, right?
Whatever.
Glenda, not Glenn. Thanks for the 5. Haley never said she was holier. This is projection. Keep asking Doom to clip your crappy show, Penny.
Isn't that amazing? Ava disappeared, and all of a sudden, all this is coming up. How about
But,
that?
to be fair, a lot of these were left about 30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
I gotta say though, I gotta defend Penny for saying about Doom to clip the thing. Doom clipping that the Lemmi rant about Kim Nicholson vastly helped this channel. We get how many Lemmy was it, like over the course of that week? We get at least 30 new members or something.
Yeah, it
All
was a big bump.
specifically thanks to Doom. So yeah, Doom, clip us if you want to. Your stuff legitimately helps, and so thorough Joe Burrow, but specifically that one was all thanks to Dome. So thanks for the Dome. No, actually, that I'll not say that one. I'll get arrested.
Glenda, not Glenn. Thanks for the 2. Penny is worse than Joey C.
Thank you so very much. I'm so proud of that comment. That comment.
Voltaire 523. Thanks for the 5. Roachy, I like bashing ladies as much as the next fella, but you seem to really hate women. Any lady over 40 in the Dabbleverse you bash. Why do you hate women?
Because I won't fuck him.
Okay. Name one lady in the Dabbleverse that is under the age of 40. I'll wait.
Lemmy.
I'll be 40 in November. Does that count?
Yep, you're under it right now.
Birthday Griff scream.
3 months left to bang her
Also-
before she ages out of. No, I'm just kidding.
Also,
What-
just for the
what are you
record,
doing?
menopausal. I'm getting there, dude. You better act quick.
yeah, well,
I'm getting
just for the
hard.
record, I don't consider Lemmy a lady. No offense, Lemmy.
Oh, okay. No, that's fair.
That was nice.
No, she was
Um,
part of the.
I paid a fucking trans guy to eat my asshole, but I didn't gamble. Mom. Rihanna, thanks for the 2. Never thought I'd say this, but can Ava talk more?
Yeah, Ava's camera's off at the minute, so she'll be back soonish, I hope. Oh, Lemmy.
Gary Aldrich, thanks for the 2. Lemmy's looking good.
I hope
you.
that's
He is.
Gary from the Beef Tips show. He's in my top 3 members of the Beef Tips crew at the minute. He's always talking about air conditioning. He's always talking about what he fucking bought.
You said that on his show, and I tried to watch them. It was like, I don't know, 40 minutes in, and I hadn't heard him talk about shopping at all. And I was really disappointed in you.
Oh, you'll notice it eventually. He's like, I bought this thing off Amazon, right? And it's roasting. It's too warm in my house to play with it. And it's like, all right, the show's fucking amazing.
Not Panhandler, thanks for the 5. Ava is 100% correct. Penny, you are a lol cow and validated all of Haley's comments on her.
Thank you. I don't care what you think of me. Did you not get that last night? I do not fucking care. I don't care.
You
I
know,
don't care.
I think
You can say whatever you want. I don't fucking care.
I think nobody was more hoping that Penny was having that stroke yesterday than Panhandler, so that he could someone to compare faces with. You like that, Lemmy?
I do. Penny would have to gain about 50 pounds, though, if you're really going to make a good
Lemmy,
comparison.
really? I'd have
Yeah.
to gain a lot more than 50.
Panhandler is so fat that we now have to call him Frying Panhandler. Thank you. Lemmy.
Just Jules, thanks for the 5. Penny cares a lot.
Keep telling yourself that, girly. Keep telling yourself.
Balls deep, thanks for the 2. It was a clippable promo. Y'all jealous of Penny.
Yeah.
I agree, Paul. Balls deep.
Thank
And-
you.
and
Dan.
it
That
was-
was a WWE worthy promo cut from Penny yesterday. That was chef's kiss.
So I hate to be this person, but Penny, did anybody actually clip that show? Because I've not looked at any Dabbleverse
Of
content.
course, duh.
Okay. So no. So who clipped Who clipped it? Who put it out? What? Dirty Jersey Rat?
Final
I assume?
Boss, I think, did,
Final
didn't
boss.
he?
Yep.
Sorry, who?
Final,
Final
boss.
Boss.
Final boss.
The
Yeah, but if you're
Final
getting clipped by Final Boss, like, yeah.
Oh,
up your game
okay,
a little bit.
Roachy.
You're leveling
Roachy,
up with
guess
the
what?
dab.
Roachy, guess what? Final boss pays his own bills too. So until you pay yours, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, because I clearly don't pay my own bills. Yeah,
You
congratulations.
don't.
Quick, talk about the
much is your
chair.
rent?
How about the beach towel?
How much is your rent? How much is
Oh,
your
wait, are
rent?
you willing to pay for it?
It's probably $5.
$5 for rent.
You see, you forgot. See, I used to apartment manage
See,
for
you
Section
may have
8
been
South
born
Premiere,
in
so I know how it
1850,
goes.
but
I know how it
that's
goes.
not the prices for rent nowadays.
Shut the
You
fuck
cunt.
up. You wish.
Let me.
Do your make
Freddie Jones
fucking
Ju-
show with all your fucking bugs crawling around.
Freddie Jones Jr. Thanks for the 2. Dan, can you say in a Chicago accent the Bears?
See, now this is one I can get behind. This is a good one. The Bears. Ditka. The Bears.
Yeah.
That's
Bears.
You
classic
say-
stuff. The Bears.
Can you say that makes a baker's dozen there for me, Bob?
In like a Chicago accent.
Yep.
I'm sorry. Repeat that one again. I'll try to do
That
it.
makes a baker's dozen there for me, Bob.
That makes a. I can't do it. That's too much. I have to write it down. I'll come. I'll try that the next time. I'll
I
work
can
on
do.
that.
I can do.
I'll
a
workshop
Chica-
that one.
I can do.
Baker's dozen. The Bears.
I can do a Chicago guy talking about getting a hard on. Where he goes. He goes. Oh Mike, I'm getting hard as a rock over here. Right, Lemmy?
Right. Just do it. Thanks for the 2. Why would Buck need a kidney?
He's probably. I don't know if he's done a. Has he done a stream yet? Talk about how we're all the
Oh
enemy
my gosh,
now.
it was a joke. It was a joke. Do you seriously think I would give a stranger a fucking kidney? I'm just saying. I think a lot of I do. I think a lot of Shmuel. I do. Even though he shit on me, I do. I think a lot of him. You know, and I think his whatever stream last night is because we're older people and we're not used to people treating other people like this.
How old are you, Penny? 55.
I'll be 55 next month.
What's it?
Penny?
Hey, can we go back to the question I had before? Are you having a little vodka tonight, or what are you
Right
drinking?
now? Right
Yeah.
now? No, I just have water.
Or just water? Okay,
Yeah, I work today.
smart.
Lemmy? Oh fuck.
Balls deep. Thanks for the 2. Finally discovered who hit Chad's bro. Haley did it.
Oh, there you have it. Like, I don't know that story. Did somebody say something happened to Chad's brother? What's up?
Yeah, it's a very sad story that his brother was hit by a drug dealer's car at a very young age.
Oh my,
I mean, it's the funniest thing Chad has ever said.
that's not funny at all.
Yeah, depends how you tell him. I guess you had to be there at the time. Lemmy?
Mighty Bob. Thanks for the 5. Penny, rules for thee, but not for me. Just announce which inferior stream you'll join after this, so to have a sob session like DJ Electra did.
Okay, so Mighty Bob, I don't know who you are. I've never seen you here before, but you saying that Shusey has an inferior stream is really not very nice. And I'm not going to have a sob session like DJ did.
No,
I said what I had to say, and I'm done. It's over. I'm done. I'm done.
No, he's saying that you would go on an inferior show to this because that's what DJ Electra did last week. She went on a show and cried, and then Doom clipped it, and it made it even worse. I felt horrible for it.
I saw that clip, but I don't know who any of those people were.
Yeah, and
Nobody
also from Australia. So thanks for the 5. Lemmy.
Not Panhandler. Thanks for the 5. You are responsible for how the world views you. It's obvious that Haley has a lot of shame about who she was or what she was. Penny, you obviously are not. Keep drinking.
Exactly, and I don't need your permission. What I'm doing is not illegal. Cannot land me in jail in the privacy of my own home. So fuck off.
Yeah, and I drank with Penny in Vegas, and it was fucking great. And I'm definitely going to be doing it again. Oh, Lemmy?
Jimmy the Drunk, thanks for the 5. Drinking is for losers.
Yeah, I was drinking earlier. Had some nice pints. What's his name in the middle? Roachy's drinking. Dan doesn't really drink anymore. Are you having a couple of drinks?
I do.
Ava?
I drank. I had some margaritas today. I drink on the weekends. Not
Margaritas are the bomb.
not like as much as Penny, but I drink.
You seem like the kind of guy who has a small tiki bar on his back porch with lights.
I do have a patio and it does have lights. That's all. Yeah, so pretty close.
I like that.
Want to come
Fucking
over,
hell,
Lem?
you
We can have a,
dog.
have a barbecue. All right.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah, fucking shish kebabs.
There you go.
Not panhandler. Thanks for the tool. Your cross eyes make us think you're drunk.
I have a lot of bad features, but cross eyes isn't one of them. Sorry.
Lemmi. Oh, it's Kiki.
Keanu C. Thompson. Thanks for the 5. I'm supposed to say it like a tard, Keanu. I'm not saying it because I think you're retarded.
Thanks for the 5.
Thanks for the 5. Ava,
Hardier,
remember?
more tard.
Thanks for the 5. I gotta like channel my inner Corky. Ava, remember when Big Red threatened to sue me over using an AI image that she made of me as a snake? Classic Hales.
That was really, really funny. But like Penny, did you see the way Keanu reacted? So like, Haley went at Keanu really hard. And Keanu was, she's like, hey, can we all admit that if this was me, she would have jumped on it and everyone would have jumped on it. But Keanu didn't just start screaming like a lunatic.
Okay. First off, hi, Ava. My name's Penny. I'm not Keanu. Okay. That's the first thing. Okay. Second
I didn't
thing
say you were Keanu. Why are you being childish? I'm just saying
No,
this is a person that has the same incentive structure as you, who's dealt with more shit than you from this person.
and
But she
that's
didn't.
fine. And that's fine.
Okay.
And she can be nice about it. I was
Okay.
nice till it was time to not be nice. Okay.
Why does there have
if
to be a time where
if
you're not
you-
nice?
If you don't like it or nobody else likes it, I don't fucking care.
I'm just asking you questions about it. I'm not even.
And I'm
just-
telling you the answer. I don't care.
I understand. Okay.
Lemmi.
Moon Crickets, thanks for the 2. Penny, 55 years old, is outstanding for a red tick hound.
It absolutely is. Thank you so much, Moon Crickets. I love you so much.
Jimmy the Drunk, thanks for the 5. Penny, what inspired your deep hate for Ava?
I don't have a deep hate for Ava or Naveed or I don't know.
Oh.
I don't yeah, I
See the evolution here in this conversation.
right. I don't know her. I don't know her. So
Maybe he's
why would
incoming.
I waste that power and that energy to hate her, somebody that I don't even know? I mean,
I think she's just kind of being defensive and weird, but I don't think she's like, she hates me.
Shuli Madoff, thanks for the 5. Dan, I hope you're charging the ladies more than $2 for a mustache ride.
Oof. I'm just saying, I can tell Dan is an arse eater.
look how red his face is.
Getting shy.
That's the only fans lights.
Lemmi.
Jimmy the Drunk, thanks for the 2. I don't care, said the person caring.
Go ahead, Jimmy. Have a drink for me tonight because I don't care. I don't.
I think you're
Oh,
putting
nice
out
guy.
mixed messages though, because you seem to care so much that you had the only meltdown you've ever had in the last 15 years, and then you
Yesterday
don't
was
care.
yesterday. Today is a new day. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You
It is-
feel
it
you
is-
feel
it is
guilty
what it
that you
is. So
you feel guilty you
so
did that on your husband's birthday. That you like
Please,
had like
let me
Yeah,
just
way to
tell you
make it
what.
about yourself, narcissist.
Let me just tell you this. Ava, you can take all of your little psychological babble bullshit and talk to somebody else about it. Okay. All right. I don't know what else to tell. I don't know what else.
Hey,
to
Ava,
tell
you
you.
can
I
speak
don't
to me
know-
about it if you want.
You continue to ask
Okay,
me
well-
the same question and expect a different answer. That's the definition of insanity. It's not going to change.
Hey, stop
I
it with the
don't care.
psychobabble.
I had a bad day and I took it out on where I felt that I needed to be directed. Okay.
It is
And
a
if you
lit-
don't like
it's
it, I don't care. And
It's a
if you
little
wanna ask
interesting you
questions
did it
about
on your
ask
husband's
questions
birthday.
about it.
It's kind of funny that you did it on the birthday.
was Darren cool with everything, or did Darren have any ill will?
Choice?
about how
No.
everything went.
No. First off, the two of us are like total opposites, and they say opposites attract. He's Mr. Cool, whatever, and nothing ever excites him. And things do excite me. I don't think he's ever seen me freak out like that.
And I think
he has.
opposites attract is kind of a homophobic statement, right, Ava?
Absolutely.
I think it's because my penis is bigger than his.
Yeah, that one is. So you get a penis and giant
And it has a
tits?
steel rod in it.
Wait, you talking to Ava?
Yeah.
I know. I was like, what?
You know what? Darren should start up a morning stream. Call it the Steel Rod Morning Show. There you go.
Is
Like that
Darren
one-
is Darren there?
No, he's downstairs.
hiding?
No,
Lemmi?
We call him upstairs.
he's
Okay,
not real big on going on other people's shows.
Sorry, Heezy.
Nice guy Mersh. Thanks for the tool. Love this energy, Penny.
Let's just throw it in there. Go ahead, say. It. If I was a man and said all of these things, y'all would be cheering me on right now. But because I'm a woman, I'm a bitch.
I
It
don't
is
think
weird.
so. I think
Well-
I know. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's weird because sorry, Dan kind of had the similar sort of like live stream yesterday, not like shouting and shit, and nobody is championing Dan at all.
I didn't hear what you
'Cause-
said.
Well, Dan is like composed and articulate, and he had a point of view, and then it was validated by what happened, and he expresses it. I don't. Yeah, that's the difference I think between his behavior and Penny's.
My behavior is my behavior, and I don't need anybody's permission to do it. None. What part of that do you guys not understand? Or does
What part of what
anybody
I
not
just said makes you
understand?
think that there's any permission needed to be granted anywhere?
Well, that's what you keep asking me. Why did you feel like you needed to talk like that? Why did you need to feel like you had to have a freak out? Why did you have to do this? Why did you have to do that? That's all you keep asking me. The same psychological bullshit.
I don't know. I think these are basic questions. When someone starts screaming like a banshee for 2 hours, and they're on the show the next day, you're just like, "Hey, what was that about?" All right.
And I told you, you ask once. Okay. But I'll tell you, like I tell my grandkids, look, guys, you only have to ask once. I heard you the first time. I don't
Yeah,
have to
do
hear
as
you
you're
10
told
other
of.
times. Okay. I don't have to hear you 10 other times.
Okay.
Lemmi?
Colin Madden. Thanks for the 5. Penny's rotting thyroid. Thanks for the 2.
Yeah.
The Penny's running
It just sits there. It doesn't do anything. It just sits there.
Kumquat Diff. Thanks for the 2. Peggy knows how rent works. Pretty good for 65.
Yep. Pretty good for 65.
Not Panhandler. Thanks for the 2. Dan is a secret Shuli. I saw his ancestry profile.
All the 23andMe's put in 5% Ashkenazi Jews, so I'm not the only one. We all have it.
That's the only joke that Dan would not go along with. He's like, nope, you're not calling me half Jewish. Fuck that. Lemmi?
The Kinky Loco. Thanks for the 5. Question for Dan. Thoughts on Celtics being predicted for 51 wins when they clearly got worse this offseason?
Yeah, I don't bet on the over-under on wins, but I would say that they're a playoff team. They're still competitive. I don't know that they're a favorite in the East, but yeah, they're still a good team, but they're probably going to be not as good as they were last year.
Lemmi?
Jimmy the Drunk. Thanks for the 2. I'm happy Penny's attention itch was scratched.
I don't agree.
Nice
The
to meet
Marquis-
you, Jimmy. I'm glad you know what my attention is.
The Marquise Harris. Thank you for being a member for 3 months. I want to see violence in the Dabbleverse.
She okay?
She's
She's got to pee.
I'll pee. Okay, sorry, I missed that.
the ladies' room. We'll save this one for. But the thing is, the one thing I do have to give Penny credit for, though, is that whether that was performative, and I think it was 100% real.
Yes.
Yeah, we're in an attention grabbing community, like when Lenny, when fucking what's your name again?
Ava?
No, yeah, you're Lemmi.
Oh, yeah.
When she went off last week on what's her name, Electra, and then the Kim Nicholson thing, I knew, fuck this. This is harsh at the minute, but sadly, this will be great for the show down the line. So maybe it was performative or whatever it was. I thought it was the best fucking thing that show's ever done. Penny and the Big Dork. I loved it, and now I know I'm definitely going to be watching the next one and the next one. That was brilliant.
Yeah, I would challenge that too. I don't think it was attention-seeking behavior. That was just Penny. That's what's so fascinating about it.
What do you? But Dan, do you think because you didn't specifically go after Haley that hard, but do you feel like you've got more attention for your show?
I'm not real. It's always weird to like, like pull back the fourth wall. Like, what are you doing? What are you trying to get attention? And it's like, no, I do what I want to talk about, and I don't necessarily follow a trend. I kind of, what's interesting to me. One week it's Haley, the next week it's the World Cup. I mean, I don't know. I just kind of do my own thing. I'm not. It's like inside the actor studio. I'm very different from a lot of these shows. Like, I'm not looking to do the same thing over and over again. Next week, I might talk about Nancy Reagan being the throat coat of Hollywood, or aliens, visiting Earth. Like, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do next week. It may be nothing about all this stuff. So I just do what comes naturally. When someone that I'm, acquaintance with turns out that they were dealing H 15 years ago, yeah, I'm going to probably talk about it. So that's kind of where that goes. I may never talk about Haley again. I'm not like going to be like the Haley's not going to be my steel toe, right? It just was something I wanted to get off my chest. I got it, and I probably won't say another thing about it. Let everybody else talk about it.
My wife can take the cock all the way down to the balls.
You have a wife?
No, Ronald Reagan, Nancy. No, my ex-wife's dead. Because from exhaustion, Lemmi. Muted.
Premium Letic, thanks for the tool. Will Peggy do a video at Hackamania 4?
Probably not. I'm probably not going to go.
That's the thing. I think Hackamania 4 is going to be a bust. Like, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of people going. I think it may have peaked the mania. Great stuff by me.
Usually, is that because it's like taglined HIV, and a lot of people were frightened of the gay AIDS?
There you go. Well, but ironically, there was literally gay sex happening at the Hackamania 3. So, yeah, that's the Penny may be a grandmother, but there was an actual granny doing gay sex at fucking Hackamania 3. Disgusting. Lemmi?
Balls deep, thanks for the tool. Towards school clothes. If you know, you know.
That's a Haley reference, I think, right?
You get that, Ava? Okay, so one of the things that she said was, and don't quote me. Dan, help me if I'm wrong. She did this because the kids needed school uniforms. Is that correct? Is that how it was? Something like that?
Oh, she was saying that she chose to keep selling drugs because the kids needed something for
Something
school.
to that effect.
I was aware of that.
I'll watch. Everybody's gonna go in the Bible and say, "Oh, Penny said this."
They needed
Now,
school
can
clothes.
you
in
recognize
late
that that's
October.
possible? Sorry, go ahead, Dan.
No, it was. I think it was in. I believe her arrests were in October. She said, "I needed my school clothes for my kids," and so that was her whole thing. But once again, you can. It's all on Kiwi Farms if you want to go through that. I didn't really want to talk about that tonight, but yeah, that's a reference, I think, to her explanation of why she was slinging H.
And a PlayStation 4. Lemmi?
Ugly pox-scarred ghoul, thanks for the 5. Penny, I loved you in the wild and wonderful whites of West Virginia.
That's nice because I have no idea who they are.
West, by God.
Yep.
It's about a bunch of hot mouths.
Billy Jones, thanks for the 5. Penny, do you model yourself more on Mama June Shannon or Tanya Harding?
Nope, your wife.
Oh shit! Hang on, I gotta double check this.
Sorry, my wife or his wife?
You don't have a wife, so the guy who said that's wife. Guy with the meatloaf on his plate.
Proof is in the pudding. Thanks for the 7. Or thanks for the 7. Hey, Lemmy. Hey, Lemmy, did you quit smoking in your house that time that you... Hold on. Did you quit smoking in your house in time that it didn't cause your son health issues? Probably. Shuli Madoff, thanks for the 5. The liquor was flowing yesterday in the Peggy house, like the Potomac River after a winter thaw. School.
I actually wasn't drinking liquor, so I was drinking Mike's Hard Lemonade. Vodka is my choice, though.
Oracle, thanks for the 2. Hi, Ava. Thoughts on Dr. Huge calling you Trent Reznor?
I don't give a shit.
Are you sure you don't give a shit?
Ava
sure?
and Dr. Huge still not seen in the same place at the same time. They've never been on a show together, right? Or were you?
I'm not behind. I have no interest to talk to him, but if it's not like that would dispel it if we were on.
I'm just busting shot. That people were saying that they looked alike, and I'm just obviously you're different people, very very different people, both lovely folks.
Thank you, Dan.
Rihanna, thanks for the 2. Did Roachy get his chair new or pre-owned? And from who?
Well, weirdly enough, Deadfall gave me money to buy a chair, but Deadfall also gave money to Granny to do what Granny did, and I believe it's pre-owned. Hence the reason why.
Can I ask Roachy a question? And this, I'm really not trying to be like a smart ass or anything, but
Go on.
do you actually live in like legit council housing?
Yeah, let's go with that story. A bit like you own your $1 million house, right there.
Yeah, I do actually. I have a mortgage. Trust me.
Yeah, so you don't own it yet. You're still paying it off, right? Yeah.
$4,000 I pay every month is a hard.
I own $1 million house. Whoopie doo.
I'm not I'm not saying it to brag.
You own a brown chair.
You did say that to brag.
Well, I did say it to brag one time because people were talking shit, and I said, "Yeah, I got $1 million house."
Brag to Stuttering John of all people.
I don't live on the dole like you, so you know it's. I don't.
Do I live on the dole?
Different folks.
Come on, Dan. You're supposed to be an expert on this. You would know this, right? Do I live on the dole?
Do you have a job?
Do I live on the dole, Dan? You're supposed to be a troll. You're supposed to know this.
Roachy,
you're supposed to know this, Dan.
Are you employed, Roachy?
How would you know?
It's a yes or no question.
Or not? Yeah.
Roachy,
so again, Dan,
very easy question.
I will flip this on to you. I will answer this question if you answer this. Did you tell your audience that you were trying to get Hayley on the stream of yours to tell her story or not?
No.
Yes
I never
or no?
asked. I never.
You didn't? No. And no, I don't have a job.
Okay. Cool. There you go. Thanks.
Lemmi.
Jimmy the Drunk, thanks for the 2. I agree to never super chat about Penny again.
Will you drink one for me though?
And Lemmi.
Shit show, thanks for the 2. Ava looks more like Mr. Bean than Trent Reznor.
Just to be racist, it would be Mr. I'm going to give this drop ready. If Ava was Mr. Bean, she would be Mr. Curry Bean.
There you go.
There you go. But this is the question I gotta ask just before we finally get off the Hayley topic. This is one mostly for Dan because I always see people talking about the Get Along gang and all that stuff. The genuine question I have is the real question is what does that specifically mean and why is it a negative that there are people who get along?
So let me explain what that means. Well, I mean, it can mean a lot of things. I've heard the term used by a lot of people to talk about a lot of different groups. What I think, at least the way I think what it means is, and I can't prove any of this, right? I don't have all this inside information, but I believe that there are private chats that go on where people coordinate what their little talking points are and who's in their clubs. This is like the Discord people. This is other private chats, loosely aligned groups. So Shmuel and his crew, and then there's probably Melton and some of those people. They all have little private chats because here's why. Here's why I think this. And it also was validated in the last 24 hours. Hayley, the Hayley situation, right off the bat, you saw go down the line. Shmuel Buckman, Spurg Snake, Quadfather, Aussie Guy, Pat Dixon, Melton, So Thorough Joe Burrow, even on Twitter, all came out huge support of Haley within like 24 hours of a lot of this stuff coming out. And we're like blaming it on Steel Toe, deflecting, all using very, very similar talking points. Then all of a sudden, yesterday, fast forward 2 days later, I dropped my episode. Penny drops her episode. Melton and them did like the Piggy show or whatever, and they were sort of like, kind of stepping back a little bit. And then all of a sudden, Shmuel Buckman does a 180, as well as Aussie Guy on his show. He did a show as well. And suddenly they were distancing themselves from Haley, the exact opposite of what they had said 48 hours before then. All synchronized the same day within hours of each other on a Saturday, on a weekend, when people are all doing kind of things. That leads me to believe, and I can't prove it, but it leads me to believe, because I started putting all the dots together, is that Get Along Gang is all of these loosely aligned people that all congregate together. They support each other's shows, act like they send super chats to each other. They go in the audience, and they're all aligned, and they close the ranks, and they come up with whatever the talking points are. They push their agenda, and then whatever the other thing is, they push against it. I'm not aligned with that. That's why nobody's going to come defend me, but they're going to defend NJ. They're going to defend Echo. They're going to defend Shmuel, and they're going to defend Haley because Haley gives them clout. Now Haley's toxic, and word got out. Melton and Moody, they gave the nod. It's like, it's okay to distance yourself. It's probably not good to be, Team Haley. So now the only person that's really supporting Haley that I've seen is Pat Dixon. That changed in one day. That's Get Along Gang. They all are aligned, and they all take the same marching orders, and they all agree on who's in the group and who's not in the group. And poor Haley, she's getting thrown to the wolves, and she might be the first of many people. Now they're going to start being a little more selective on who they have in their little cool kids club.
But at the same time, I guess you could say the same for, and I know I'm always complaining about them, the MLC crowd, because they have the thing where it's like there's a group of people there that sit and wait for Brennan to tell them who they shouldn't like. Like, what was the guy? I can't remember the guy's name, but he started on NJ Ranger because NJ Ranger joked about taking away the finances or whatever of MLC or something like, I don't know the full story. And even though NJ was only joking, and it's got to be hilarious if NJ Ranger says it, right? And so this guy was physically going to fight NJ for making a joke about trying to take Brennan's money away. I think that unfortunately in the dab, bro, there's these groups of cliques, cults, cunts, whatever you want to call them.
Yes, tasteful.
That obsessively want to, like with MLC, it's like, we need to make MLC number one in the Dabbleverse list of the week. We have to. Or what? I don't know. But we've got to do it because it'll make Kevin feel good. And Kevin obviously likes us. And if MLC's number one, that means we're part of something successful, right? No. But we'll do it anyway. So I think it's all kind of the same, just from different perspectives. But maybe I'm just too good looking and hung and wrong. What do you think, Ava?
I think Carl was being critical of Haley like on Dabbleverse Live before what you're talking about, Dan. I don't know if it's that. I'm sure they like send each other chats with like intel, but I don't know if it's that coordinated. I don't know if you're joking or you're being serious. I'm sure they just see someone else, and then that's a permission structure, and then yeah.
Well, I think Carl is a little bit on his own kind of. Carl does his own thing. I think it's more of Melton, Moody.
You're talking about like friends of hers also. So if I could offer another perspective, like people, yes, you're gonna have people who hate on Haley. Yeah, that's gonna happen. But you also have like people who are fans of Haley and Haley's friends that want to give her the benefit of the doubt before they start shitting on her with the rest of the gang. You know what I mean?
So why did it take them? So why did they turn on her so fast?
I don't know. I don't have the answers. I'm just trying to offer a different perspective.
I don't know about Melton, but on Dabbleverse Live, that was, I think, the day after she did that show, or maybe even that same day. And so Carl, like, responded, like, pretty organically. And there's certain things that were going to come out later. And then he responded and followed up with more information. But he was just, it seems like just waiting to get all the information. But it wasn't like he held back on that not to defend Carl, but like.
Oh, I thought Carl did it. I actually,
Yeah.
I was kind of impressed that Carl was sort of took a stand and said like, hey, I think this is an issue. Like, I don't really, that makes me feel a little not so great about, sort of aligning with somebody that not only has stuff in their past, but doesn't want to seem to be honest about it. So I give Carl a lot of credit for that, actually.
But maybe we're giving him too much credit. Maybe, if Haley lied about him dyeing his hair, then he would have a reason to be a little bit angry.
But there was also, I remember me and Dan got a lot of shit for this, specifically around the Christmas time, where the observation / theory was going around that there was a behind the scenes agreement by the bigger shows to basically control the streaming times, because none of these big shows ever clashed with each other. And it was like they would all continuously stream, like, you'll go for 3 hours, we'll go for 2, then you go for 3. And nobody, like Shuley and the WATP never went live at the same time. So in a way, that felt like, oh, there's a conspiracy. They're trying to shut down.
They carve up they know there's a pie and they carve it up and they try not to, step on each other's toes. So there is absolute 100% collusion among the self-appointed gatekeepers of the Dabbleverse.
But what
There's
I was going to
100%
say
collusion.
because I don't know if I don't know if I still think that, because like, not that I'm saying me and Lemmi are like some giant show, but before Christmas we were I'd be celebrating if we get like 50 live viewers. Now it's like, oh shit, we only had 19,000 people watching last night. We flopped, Lemmi. So I think if you keep at it, you can build an audience. And also we're better than all of them, right, Lemmi?
Right.
I think you ascended past the point of that you have to really worry about that. You've kind of put your flag in the ground, so to speak, and you're bringing something different that they aren't bringing. I think it's also an indictment on the lack of innovation and new ideas that are coming out from a lot of these shows, that now smaller shows, for lack of a better term, are now sort of getting bigger audiences. And I'll say, it's funny, that flimsy dashboard thing. I give shit about it, but like, that also has, let people know, oh, this show's live. Oh, it's easy, makes it easier to find it, makes it easier to get on there. And then there's a little competition of who's got the most thing. I don't really necessarily like that, but I think it also has helped a lot of sort of smaller shows of just like, oh, like, even for me, I think that helped me. I think people saw, oh, wow, Dan's live at 8 a.m. on a Saturday, because they just woke up and looked at the flimsy dashboard, and they might not have found me otherwise.
And the other thing is, because this happened, I think it was Thursday on X Panhandler, and I'm not joking. You can go back and find this to be true. I swear to God, Panhandler was on X defending MLC against criticism. I'm serious. I'm not making that up. And he goes, and he said this. He goes, but your show's known for fighting all that stuff. It's like, that's because on our show, and this is what me and Lemmi were saying, you're allowed to disagree. On MLC, if you disagree, you're gone, and then you're the lol cow or the target for like forever. And with the Shuley shows and the WATP, a lot of people tend to agree with each other. On this one, you're allowed to go, no, I don't think that. And also Jews. Well, Lemmi says that stuff. What do you think about that one, Penny?
I don't think you're wrong. I mean, I don't think you're wrong. I do believe that, there's a little itty bitty click, and people say, hey, let's talk about this, or let's talk about this, or, like one show I was watching, and I don't even know who it was, but you guys might be familiar because I'm terrible with names, but there's somebody on YouTube who's trying to date. And so like, there's a whole bunch of them following him. Like, I saw Bacon Bits was following it.
FKA mommy.
WATP was following it. and
Lady
Haley
KB.
did something on it too. It's some guy. Oh, I want to say Banford. Is that right?
Jerry Banfield.
Something like
Yeah.
that. Anyway, yeah, like over a matter of, I don't know, 6 to 8 hours of just flipping channels trying to find something, like all three of those separate channels were all covering that, and I had no idea who that was, and I still don't have any idea who that was.
Well, strangely enough, I believe WATP started covering that guy first, and everybody obviously mimics other people.
Yeah.
It's bound to happen, especially in a Doubleverse, because it's so fucking such a small corner of the internet.
Yeah.
That's why it's funny, like Penny, like you said, and I believe you, by the way. I believe when you say you don't care about what Haley said, or anybody else for that matter. But it is interesting to see that you would like go on that tirade. I didn't know whether you sounded like a banshee. Tried to tune out any high pitched voices. That's why me and Navid never gets along.
Lemmi,
there was a lot on. There's a lot on me. There's a lot on me every day, and you people. I mean, nobody knows, you know. And as much as I hate to
Talking to
say
you,
this,
Ava.
I would definitely say
Well, how
that
can anybody know if
I think Husey and Lemmy are what I would call friends. But in this group, not this
With
specific 5
benefits.
people, but in this Dabbleverse, nobody's friends. You're acquaintances. You know. I mean, you know who that person is by looking at their picture. You have no idea. You know nothing. You know nothing, you know. And all of it,
Yeah,
you
this
know,
is
it's
Cardiff
so funny.
election.
All of these people say, "Oh, but Haley's my friend." Really? Is she? What's her bathroom decorated like? What's her favorite color? Do you know any of those things? You don't. She's an
Wait.
acquaintance. What's that word where you think somebody knows you and likes you and thinks you're all that in a bag of chips, and they're praying for you just like you're praying for them, and they don't have a fucking clue as to who you are.
This is going to
Why
sound
makes-
nitpicky, but why is it that you know what your friend's bathroom looks like? That seems a bit of an odd, like,
I don't
that was an
think that's
odd statement.
yeah.
You think that's odd? My girlfriend bought a house a couple of years ago, then I went and helped her decorate it. She painted her kitchen and living room or great room red, and she has flip flops in her bathroom.
Well, do you think you have a monopoly on what people call friends? You know, I say I love people in ways that other people don't say I love people.
I love people in other ways that people don't say that. And
Yeah,
Darren always
so
says to me all the time, you know, you
why
gotta
can't
watch
people
how you
consider
say
Haley
it.
to be a friend? Like, what? Like, why are you policing that?
Nobody said I was policing. I'm making a simple statement.
Okay.
And speaking of Roachy's bathroom, I never want to see that shit because him and Eccles had been friends for
Yeah, I
well
heard
over
all
a
about
year,
that.
then had to share a bathroom for 48 hours and they never spoke again. So
I'll just say this, Husey, on that. It wasn't me that took that massive dump in the bathtub.
Jesus.
Do-do-do-do-do.
I've actually got
Come
I've got a clip of Eccles going into that bathroom here. There you go. But just as we're getting ready to wrap up here, Lemmi, we've been going very late and I haven't whacked off today yet.
Me either.
Jesus, we're getting vulgar and I'm getting
She whacked off
hard.
yesterday.
I did. I did. That was it. That's why it was still just oozing on out of me. I was just squirting it on out of me.
Whoa. Boy.
Wait, you got a drop of Penny's husband after that normally happens, right, Husey?
Yeah.
1 minute 53.
I ate her ass like a shark at the sea.
Let's just throw it in there. Go ahead, say it.
And I've also got a clip of Bob Levy reviewing the show from last night.
I thought the house smelled like cunt because of your wife, not because of you, you fucking sissy fuck.
That's like the most masculine comment I've ever heard anybody make. What the fuck?
Do you know what the worst thing is? There was a clip on with that on it, and there were some underage people in my house, and that came up, and you never saw a fat white woman run so fast from the kitchen to the living room to get to the remote. I thought I had hit pause, and the dog walked across the remote. Yeah, it wasn't very pretty.
But it's such an amazing thing, Bob said, because it's one of those rare sentences where literally every word of the sentence is offensive. It's like, how did you do that? No, he smells like. Anyway, Lemmi.
Shuli Madoff, thanks for the two. Mike's hard lemonade is liquor, Peggy. Sheesh.
Yeah, I forgot. It says vodka right on the side of the can. Damn, what was I thinking?
Glenda, not
Wow.
Glenn. Thanks for the 5. I hear the X-Files theme. Husey, now would be a good time for a Jesse Ventura impression.
I'll get the drop for the next show. I'll work on it. I ain't got time to bleed. Yeah, I'll get there.
You have to mention like your resume every time. Like
I was
use
a
it, like-
Navy SEAL.
yeah.
I fucked a ton of women in Nong.
There you go.
Lemmi?
Jimmy the drunk. Thanks for the 5. I agree with Ash. We should shame Key on you a lot more consistent. Oh, Keanu, a lot more consistently.
Very nice. I like this Jimmy the drunk guy. He's,
Yeah, where did he come from? He's kind of funny.
I think it's the first time I think is this his first time, Lemmi?
I think so. I don't remember ever reading Jimmy the drunk.
Me either.
Send us a massive red boy, Jimmy, to confirm if this is your first time on the show. Send us 10 red boys. It'll be really funny. We're all having a good time. Lemmi?
Jimmy the drunk. Thanks for the 2. Goal was reached. We can stop donating now.
Okay, he's blocked from the show. He's never coming on again. If I see him in real life, it's going to be a
Nice
problem.
knowing you, Jimmy.
Yeah. Lemmi, hot mouth.
Balls deep. Thanks for the 5. They wanted to give her a chance to wipe her ass, but she smeared shit on her face instead. The turn.
Who?
Haley.
I think there is an element of that, right?
If you should go ahead.
Yeah, well, I think there's an element you could argue that has happened. You know, like Dan was pointing out with Melton and shit, of like it's her reaction afterwards, and that's the issue that I've got with it. It's like she did that live stream, she said what she had to say, then she put it behind her membership paywall, and then she said, "Oh, I had to take it down because I want to edit something out," and it's like. That's the thing that you don't do in a Dabbleverse, and you cover people in a Dabbleverse. That's the sort of shit that Karmic X would do. It's the sort of shit that Stuttering John's been accused of doing. Yeah, you know, it's Dabbleverse.
He's not going back and editing clips. He just takes them down.
No, but that was the accusation that people was having of John. Like months later, he would. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, not me, you other.
She was very meek and mild, very calm, unlike me. On that whole 8-hour stream. But the next day on chats on X and on the show with Pat Dixon, she was very adamant that if you didn't like what she had to say, then you could suck her dick. And that's exactly what she said.
Well, why does she have to be like just this? Like, why does she have to be a certain way? Like, everyone in the world is discussing this hugely personal thing about her. So, like, she might like flip off at some point or be calm. Like, I mean, it's probably a tough time for her. I mean, look at you yesterday.
I agree completely with what you're saying, Ava, but the part that you don't understand is she has ripped apart everybody for less than what she has done. Okay, I don't care. I don't care. Like I'm over it. I don't care.
Okay, I think you care, but okay.
I'm so glad that you are inside of my brain and know what I care about. Once again, stop with the psycho shit.
I'm not. I'm just basing on what you've just said in the last hour because you're all over the place.
Sorry.
Someone's cranky today.
No, I was cranky yesterday. I actually had a really good day today. But thanks for asking.
Okay.
Lemmi?
Jimmy the drunk. Thanks for the 5. I have to embarrassingly admit I'm only here for Lemmi. She deserves a raise.
He meant to say raisin. If you'd have gone for a yellow boy, he would have said you deserve a raisin. So there you go, Lemmi.
I'll take it.
I said your box of raisins. Oh, chocolate covered raisins. And I'm getting hungry. Never mind that. You ever had those? Lemmi, will save the food talk for the members only expensive shows. Lemmi.
Balls deep. Thanks for the toe. Dan, say silo full of tortillas and polar bear femur.
Unfortunately, Dan left. He went well over his allotted time slot. It's always very great of Dan to come on. Good to see him back. And also, one thing I can say, I think Dan, unfortunately, has got quite a bad rep, unearned. Because the Dan I know is actually quite a nice guy. It's just that he gives his trolls a shitload of ammo to give him to complain about him. But I like him. He's a good egg. And he looks like one too. Lemmi.
Jimmy the Drunk, thanks for the 5. I'm getting jealous of Ash's fandom for Lemmi. School. I love Ashley.
Yeah, I think we could get Ashley and Lemmi to do some fucking.
Would.
Oh Jesus!
She's beautiful. She is beautiful. Fuck's she doing with you, grease face?
It really is. I love watching their show they do together because it's such an insane duo. How the fuck did Roachy become the partner of Whitney Cummings' sister's show? Like, what are the fucking chances of that happening?
The best part is when she says, Roachy, are you paying attention? Are you listening to me? It's hysterical.
He goes, what? No, don't fucking listen.
Grin on his face that he has right now.
I will say this. I can't name the person, but somebody actually paid for me to do yoga with Ashley as a joke. And that's where the origins of me and Ashley doing a stream together come about.
That's beautiful.
It was hilarious to me to watch Ashley say, okay, now you're going to do this. Have you seen me? I ain't doing that. But yeah, it was great.
I brought bacon
this still exists
to
online?
my yoga.
This is not
Not that
online. It wasn't recorded, allegedly.
What? The link is for the Ashley show that she does with Roachy is in the description box. So go sub right after this. Lemmi?
Jimmy the Drunk, thanks for the 5. None of this would be possible without Stuttering John.
You're exactly right.
I've always said it's because of Stuttering John that I have a podcast, because the quick version of the story, I was all, funnily enough, I had a really bad back, so I was on this really strong medication that I took literally about 20 minutes before I was to interview SJ for the first time, and it hit me really hard. I was all heffed up on goofballs, and apparently he sent that interview to some people like, look at this fucking guy, he's fucking crazy guy from Ireland. And that's how I was able to get people like Jim Florentine and Jackie Martlin on. But because somebody said Stuttering John's name, we're going to play this. Fuck you!
My favorite of him is that elephant roar. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, I love it.
Back.
I love it. I bet you I've told Darren 500 times to clip that for me. And he's like, everybody hates it. Everybody hates it. Yeah, I'm like, I can't help but I love it.
Lemmi?
Rev Fugly, thanks for the 2. Penny, I don't care. You really seem to care.
Oh my goodness. My goodness. I'm telling you, there's so many like armchair keyboard psychotherapists in this place, man. If I ever need some help, I'll know exactly where to go.
Nice.
Why do you think observations like that are like psychology based? It's simple. Like you seem like you care. It doesn't, like, no one's diagnosing you over it.
Sure.
Like 1 second you don't care, the other second you're like, I haven't screamed like that in 15 years.
And
so it's confusing.
What part?
Why would you do that if you didn't care?
What part of I have a lot on me every day and I just lost it. 5 times I've said it now. What part of that didn't you get?
But that kind of says that you care.
Not about that. Maybe about the other things on my plate, but not about that.
Okay, Penny, in that case then.
I had ingrown hair yesterday. Oh my God. And it was in a really bad place. And that's what pissed me off and made me scream. Jesus, does that make you happy?
Were you able to
I want you to be happy.
I am happy. I am very, very, very happy. And that is the part that just blows me away, is that because I am a happy person and I had a moment that right away, oh my God, the Earth's gravitational tilt has stopped.
Yeah, but what you're describing as a moment, you're kind of minimizing it. I mean, that looked like a breakdown.
Once again, psychotherapy. Lemmi?
A squirrel could make that observation.
I'm not paying you for treatment.
I just want somebody to squeeze my grips, dude. That's all I want. Look at my tongue. Is it straight? Like, I like getting fucked in my ass and doing cocaine.
Yeah. See, there you go. Psychoanalyze Lemmy there. She wants, she gets fucked in her ass and she wants some cocaine. Figure out what can make her better. I don't know what to tell
That's
you.
my Kate Meany impression. Don't psychoanalyze me. Psychoanalyze that bitch.
See, that's more than I knew. I just thought you just said that for fun. I just thought it was a clip drop. Yeah.
She was trying to get people to buy her Hockey Mania tickets.
Oh.
Lemmy.
Mighty Bob, thanks for the tool. Penny, cry. You'll get clipped by Doom finally.
Not gonna happen unless somebody's dead. Not gonna happen.
Balls Deep, thanks for the tool. Tug, your girl didn't do too bad, did she?
Yeah, Tug's a fucking nut. I remember when we spoke about Haley on this show once. Maybe it wasn't the kindest words we said about her, and she, Tug in DMs, basically wrote me the Lord of the Rings trilogy. And it's like, I'm not fucking reading this, you silly goose.
And if you care so much about that, so much of somebody that you see on a screen for like 25 hours a week that she streams, and what would you do if that was your family? See, that's the part I don't. That's like unhealthy.
Yeah. Lemmy?
Glenda, not Glenn. Thanks for the 5. Haley was cocky on her show and said she's not going anywhere because people were sending food to her house while she was on stream. Penny, how do you feel?
Who cares? Who cares? She didn't have to cook dinner that night. Well, that's a good thing because she's on YouTube stream for 8 fucking hours. At least her family ate.
Was it soup?
Imagine getting
You're a backflip, Penny.
Yeah.
I wish I could.
I'm getting scared.
ago.
They're
Come on
sending me
now.
soup cans.
Not now, too old.
Electra's neighbors disputed trash. Thanks for the 5. I'd rather be reclaimed by Electra than listen to this Penny lady. Her poor trash cans.
Then change the channel. I don't know what to tell you. Sorry, Husey.
No, don't change your channel. You stay
Never
right there.
change. But do hit the like button and gift memberships. And the final one, Lemmy, before we go.
Jimmy the Drunk. Thanks for the 5. I don't care. Penny having no cares in the world when say the N-word.
I don't say that word.
I do.
Oh, and a new final one.
Not Panhandler. Thanks for the 5. Penny has a lot going on, like Dabbleverse shows while kids are at her house. This is her life.
Yep. Exactly. It was my first weekend off to be able to spend it with family. I was very, very excited.
Well,
Yep.
I'm very glad that everyone could spend this Sunday with us. It was a great time, great chat, lots of laughs, great conversations. So I have linked everybody's stuff down below in the description box. Ava, what have you got coming up this week specifically that we should be looking out for?
I've got a couple of episodes I've been working on for the show. I simulcast it on Stuttering John's channel and my YouTube. This will be the first time I'll ask people to subscribe to my YouTube channel because I'm going to do certain ones that are only on there, which is youtube.com/@Ava
Yeah, and it's linked down below, and all you're gonna do is click subscribe. It's free. I don't know. I'm subscribed to hundreds of channels just simply because it is to help. Just sub. It's nice. Roachy, what have you got coming up that we should be looking out for, and what did you buy this week?
What I bought this week was a pouch of tobacco.
Oh.
What I do every week. It's riveting content. Nothing coming up. However, I did extremely embarrass myself. I went live with no preparation earlier, apart from an hour before I went live. And then my PC decided to shit the bed middle of the stream. It was glorious. I'm keeping it up because it will remind me for the reason why I shouldn't be doing this shit. Nobody subscribe. Nobody watch me. Hit the thumbs down button on the way out. Thank you.
And Penny, you got one of the more spoke about shows at the minute. What have you got coming up that we should specifically be looking out for?
I'll be with you on Friday, right? Yeah, I'll be with you on Friday. I'm not sure what our work schedules are going to allow this week. Because we do have jobs. I mean, so I'm not exactly sure, but Darren just said make sure that you all watch the They Chose Me video.
That's right.
Happy
Darren is...
birthday, Darren. I'm
Aw,
sorry
that
that
was
you
nice,
didn't get
Ava.
to have.
Yes, happy birthday.
He had a great birthday.
Happy birthday, bacon bitch.
Oh yes, Bacon Bits, happy birthday, and Bob Levy, happy birthday. Would somebody say how many motherfuckers are born in August, especially this week? Jeez. There were
It
a
turns
lot.
out that nobody funny anyway.
Yeah, right.
And Lemmi, while she's holding back her laughter, or the professionalism, that's the only reason why. Lemmi, what have you got coming up that we should specifically be looking out for?
On Monday at 7, I'll be on with Dame Taft. We'll be talking about Tigerland, the Colin Farrell movie, and I have to watch that, so I'll be watching that tomorrow as well. On Thursdays, I do Sandro Says. We go through time. I think we're doing 1993 next week, and I do a morning show on Twitch and Rumble, so come hang out with me there if you're not afraid of shit.
And the return soon, Lemmi, of your what do you call it? The knitting thing? The crochet.
I was thinking about it. I was thinking about bringing that
crocheting?
back. I crochet, and do you see do you see this mountain behind me?
Yeah.
That's all yarn.
Oh, then maybe the people that were in my chat today asking me about the Hobby Lobby and the Michaels and the prices, I should have directed them to you instead of asking me, right?
See, Dixon, that's what a wall looks like.
I got Ray DeVito on my wall.
Take it
I
down.
got Carmix on mine.
Lemmi.
Jimmy the Drunk, thanks for the tool. More Lemmy appreciation donos are encouraged. Absolutely.
Yes,
I think
and
that's
you
great
will.
that you crochet. I don't have a crafty bone in my body. Nothing.
And
It's
when
fun.
Lemmi
It's so
starts
cute.
up that thing again, all the donos in the world make her a millionaire so she can buy her own merch, and she will also gift memberships because we will be back on Friday for the members only on Sober Stream, and Lemmi will be back this Tuesday with the return of Pat Dixon, maybe Kiki if she's free. Always a good laugh with them. Maybe Big Dub, and I'll kick his arse at the Impression Wars again as usual. I want to thank everybody for coming on. And Dan,
Can I ask a question?
Oh my God, it's all about you.
Penny, can we watch that episode together on a stream sometime?
What episode, honey?
Your episode yesterday.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Let me-
my days off are Thursday, Friday, and I don't get up early because I'm not a morning person and I have to for work. So
I'll find a way to get a hold of you. Thank you.
Yeah, hit me
Sorry,
up.
Husey.
We watch it together. Thank you.
Bulls, I'm going through them. Everything was red. So yeah, that's the thing. We will read anything here. Pretty nice. But anyway, so I want to thank everyone for coming on. We'll be
Thanks for
back.
having me.
We'll be back Tuesday. I'm gonna go watch Roachy's great stream. Bye, everybody.
Bye, guys.
What, he went in an airplane?
Oh my
You
God.
hear that? He said he flew to LA. Flew? You didn't take the covered wagon out there? You didn't ride your horse? You didn't take the choo-choo train? He flew!